Good evening, everybody. This is Dethaddr at the Death Shop, and today we've got a special thing going on. We're doing something on Played2DeTh. Definitely a game that has been played to death. Definitely one of my favorites. So awesome that I actually have 2 copies of the NES cart. Here we go. You haven't figured it out yet? Yes, folks, this is the original Final Fantasy. And we're not doing one of those crazy remakes or nothing. We're gonna go with the original. And I'm gonna do a slightly easy setup here, and this is before I get into something crazy. It's just to get back into that rhythm. Back in the day, I used to do a whole lot of plays through this, and I do 1 character, I do 2 characters, I do 3 characters. Sometimes, you know, I do solos, and I am the only person I know to ever have beaten Warmech with a solo thief. A feat which I may or may not try to accomplish again. It took way too long the first time, and I had lots of time on my hands. I don't have a lot of time on my hands now. This game is near and dear to my heart. So, without further ado, I'm gonna roll some intro music to you, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the setup going here. We're gonna go with the fighter, red mage, thief, and a white mage. Gotta get the controls right here. I'm not 100% sure how much of the music you got in there, and I do apologize if you didn't get any of that music in there, just because, yeah, these old 8-bit sound graphics are just kind of crazy here. Gonna miss some music for half a second here. That's only so I can bring chat back up to the top. And yes, I know, you're gonna say, oh no, why are you doing that? I am playing with an emulator, but you know what? The only games I have for my emulator are ones that I already have. And I have this huge collection of old games, so I just thought that I'd share some of my gameplay here. Let's see, how many did I get already? I think I only got 1, right? Yeah, I only got 1. And I always do Death and Adder as my first 2 names. Toast is my perennial thief. Anybody who's on Game Facts in the days I was playing the Final Fantasy Dynamics will know Toast. And since I don't have a black mage, there's no nuke. but white mages I've customarily named Kill. So here we go. And I know it seems like a waste getting the iron hammer, but he's not going to hit anything without it. And I found that, you know, oftentimes I've had great luck with let me think for a second here. Great luck with the white mages getting crits with those hammers. You know what I'm going to do here real quick too? I'm going to see if I can change this down just a little bit. I want to take down the sound here so we're not that's a little bit better. Maybe if I do music then you can actually hear it. Actually, we'll go a little bit more. It doesn't need to be super loud because, come on, 8-bit sound here. Although some of these actual tunes are very, very classic. Just getting weapons, armor, that sort of thing. Spells. I got the healing spells because it's easier just to start with the healing. The funny thing is that chain armor, both red mages and fighters can do chain armor, so I'm gonna tell you right now, thieves in this game are basically useless. They can't steal a darn thing, and they're also bugged too, so they don't have a better option to run away or anything like that. Although since he is in the third bracket, Toast will be able to run away better than anybody else. This is one where you have to equip everything too, so oops. I think I have my buttons backwards on my controller. 3 rapiers. Although, you know, customarily, us kids back in the day never called them by their real name. You probably know what we call them. We have exactly 0 gold, so we're gonna have to actually fight something out here. I'm wondering if I should just run right up to Garland. We'll find out. It matters what this fight is and how fast we dispatch these guys. And just in case he gets a crit, we'll go ahead and throw him over here. Now I put this on respond rate 7. The respond rate that you saw at the earliest is how fast the messages go by. 8's pretty super quick, but I want you to be able to quickly read exactly what's going on without having to... And just like I said, look at that. He hit him for 9 damage with his iron hammer and killed one of the imps. It's kind of funny. Funny thing is those hammers are actually pretty decent weapons. So, 6 points, 24 gold, have enough to save the game. I don't think we're gonna lose, so we're gonna come through. I'm hoping for one of 2 things not to happen. And so far we're doing pretty good. See, I'm doing minimal damage to the top guys. Oh, Toast missed. There we go. 27. You're gonna miss, you're gonna miss. So I'll double up. Now, the funny thing is that, yeah, Final Fantasy is a game that's pretty near and dear to my heart. It's one of the reasons why, well, I actually went over there and rented this game for 5 days straight in order to beat it. My friend's father owned the shop that actually had it. It was called Fantastic Flicks. But the way the L and the I were painted on there, you can imagine what it looked like it said. It's kind of funny. Now here we go, we got the first battle. And the infamous, I, Garland, will knock you all down. Well, I'm gonna bet he's gonna kill Toast, but I doubt he's gonna knock us all down. Oh! Adam missed right off the bat, that wasn't good. Now I just hope that he doesn't crit, because crits blow right through defense in this game. which is what doing Warmech was so tough. And it's also what kind of makes Kraken so bad too. You know, if I really wanted to be a cheeser, I could have went with some black belts. They're slow to develop, but once you get them going, they're the absolute toughest guys as nails, you know. Going around the Game Packs boards on the day, the Red Wizards and the Ninjas, there's always a debate on which one was better. I think the Red Wizard actually eventually came out on top, but I still like the Ninjas better. Let's see what we got for our level up here. We got Everybody Survive, by the way. Strength, Agility, Vitality. Strength, Agility, Vitality, and Luck. Strength, Agility, Vitality, and Luck. Strength, Agility, Intelligence, and Luck. Hey, 4 out of 5 stats on each one. That's pretty cool. You can actually go over there and reset until you get everybody to kiki. That's what the bats say. So everybody gets a level up with all of them. And sometimes it's very, very hard to do. And on the solos, like if I was doing a solo, I would definitely reset and make sure that I get all of the points that I possibly can, because it helps out down the road. So you're the Light Warriors, thank you. Okay, so basically this princess here was captured by Garland and taken to. I just skipped everybody, talking to everybody. We went straight for the goal. Now she's back in Sian Area Castle, which was a big castle at the beginning that I did not go into. Who should we talk to first? The king or her? Let's talk to her first. She gives you a very important item, which is the loot. Not that kind of loot. We're talking the playable loot. And anyway, yeah, it's been passed down from the queen to princess for 2,000 years. Garland stole it. Might just come in handy, and it will come in handy a lot later. Thank you for saving the princess. Stage request ordered a bridge to be built to the continent. Go now and make the orbs shine again. So basically, this game has 4 fiends in it. 1 for each of the elements, and they each stole one of the orbs' power. And let's see, I don't remember if I can actually get some of the treasure chests in here or not yet. I don't think I can yet. But, oh, I will show you a neat little Easter egg. Let's see if I can find him. Somewhere around here. Let's see if I can find him. Somewhere around here there's an invisible guy. Except I don't quite remember where. It's been a long time. Oh, there he is. Right there. So, you are the Light Warriors. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, you're the Light Warriors. Tell you, the music in this is like horrendously loud though. I mean, I even turned mine all the way down, so I'm hoping it's not killing anybody's ears. I don't think there's anything that I can grab out of the treasury. Alright, we've already killed Garland, and I don't know if you can see, but let's see when I come back out. Oh, you can't see it from here, but the bridge they built is literally right above the castle. Doesn't matter anyway, we got some money from Garland, we're gonna go use it. Because I'd like to have some guys have some armor here. I'm not gonna bother buying the cloth armor, just because it's so little defense that it literally is almost better just to be naked. The wooden's worth it though. I do have actually one pristine set of all of the inserts from the box from the original game, along with one of the original boxes. The box is a little bit, it knows it's been loved. Let's just say that it's not horrible, but it knows it's been loved. But the charts and stuff that came with it, I have the second set that's Beat to Bloody Hell, which was my first set. And those ones are the ones I normally look at while I'm doing this. I think I've played the game enough times I can remember exactly what I can and can't buy. And here we go here. Got the famous bridge scene here. And yes, it was a trademark and copyright Nintendo game back in the day. I don't care because, you know what? I don't have 10,000 views, so I can't monetize a darn thing, so deal with it. Kenji Terada, production of the Square A team. See, and if I remember right, let's see if this works. No. Okay, I think that there's a trick on the ship where you can hold A and B, and you can go over there and actually go over there and get the mini puzzle with 15 squares, which I'm actually really good at solving, and you get 100 gold each time you solve it, I think. It's a really slow way of earning gold. I'll show you a quick way here in a bit. It's gonna take some effort, though. And actually, there is one more thing that I do want to do in Sian Area before I continue on here. Now I think about it. And that's for Adder there, I'm going to give him the sleep spell. Now I'm going to go over one thing while I'm in here in the Black Magic Shop, okay? While I'm in the Black Magic Shop, that lock spell that's there, absolutely useless. 100% absolutely useless in this game. And this rendition is totally bugged, does nothing. Alright, so we got added that spell, and you know what? I always like to give my white mages Harm. Harm's a good spell. And Roost is also another good spell to have too. I might get him Roost as soon as I have the chance. One of the things I want you to see too is if you take a look underneath the guys, the magicians there, they have the little slashes beside them. These are like D&D style spell slots, actually. So Adder's got 3 level 1s and 1 level 2 spell that he can use. But of course I don't have any level 2 spells, but if you go to the magic, some of the magic you can use outside of battle, which is kind of cool. In fact, some of them you can only use outside of battle, such as life spells, which really kind of sucks. Because when a guy dies, you really want him back as soon as you possibly can. Wolves. Wolves are can be kind of dangerous when you're low levels. We're only level 2. But we've got the armor on our side, so it's going to be real easy. Bye-bye, wolf. So in addition to playing this a great ton in my youth, I also, I'll tell you the story later about how I got my first copy. But at the same time, I played this a lot in my youth, so yeah, for me, it's not really something that, I mean, playing this game here, this bringing back some memories here. I wanted to play it, you know, as soon as I got my controller, as soon as I plugged my controller in here, because I was going to plug it in to play Jotun, because I can't really do that well with the keyboard, doing directionals, you know, I can't dodge as well as I can with the controller, but instead, let's see, okay, so we've got, give me just 1 second here. Yeah, we've got poor Kill here that just got plastered. And we're gonna go ahead and have, well, actually, I'll do 1. I'll do 1 and 1, 1 from each guy. And the reason is because I need those sleep spells for upcoming here. But, anyway, let's see, what was my thought about, I could get Grey Wolves here. Creeps suck, by the way. They hit pretty hard. And they've got a good crit ratio, which blows right through defense in this game, like I said. Okay, so anyway, I know a lot of the ins and outs of this game just from playing it so many times, you know. I used to be one of the greats. I've even gone so far as to, since it isn't my, you know, I mean, since it hasn't been my first time around, you know, love the game so much that I actually was making a hack of it myself, so I know the whole thing about doing the pixel art and all that other crazy stuff that goes along with this game. Now, this is the town of Provoka. We're gonna have some pirates. Mr. Bicky there, B-I-K-K-E. He is gonna fight with us. First thing I'm gonna do here is, I don't know if I don't think I have enough to buy anything here, actually. Oh, we got gloves. Yay, gloves. That iron armor is awesome. But not quite as awesome as some of the other stuff that we have to go on here. In fact, if you take a look in your screen here, you can actually see the status of each one of the guys. It'll tell you their strength, their agility, intelligence, vitality, and luck. And you can't actually tab over or anything like that to go check the other guys out. You have to go out of the screen and come back in, which is kind of crazy, but hey, that's how things were done back in the old days, man. I see the damage percent, the hit percent, the absorb, and the evade percent. And the funny thing here is that, okay, the absorb is affected by your armor. Damage and hit percent are affected by the weapons you're equipped, or sometimes if you're a black belt, they're equipped by absolutely nothing. And I mean, if I wanted to make the game a super cakewalk, I'd have just put 2 black belts on and just forced my way through everything at the end of the game, because it would destroy everything. As it is, this is a pretty easy group that I've got going on here. The hit percentage, I think as soon as you get over 20, you have the ability to get 2 hits, so Death's almost to 2 hits already. Take a look at the stats, the other 3 guys here, and like I said, I think I have my buttons mixed up here. And Adder's got 14 damage, 14 hit percent, 15 absorb, and 44 evade. Toast has 12, 12, 4, and 51, and that 4 is everything that's with his wooden armor, pretty much. Kill's got a 0 absorb, and that's because I didn't buy anything for him. I mean, his armor's cheap, and it's $1,000, or it's 1,000 gold, but there's a bracelet, there's a copper bracelet in the next town. And that's probably what I'll give him, and there's a copper bracelet in one of the dungeons coming up as well. First dungeon really isn't until, isn't until a little bit later in the game. I'm going to end up fighting these pirates, and I want to see if I can find, well, actually I'm not going to be able to get any weapons at this point in time. So I might as well just save at the end. Forgot how much it is here. Ooh, 50 gold, so... We'll see how terrible this battle goes here, because I don't have enough to revive anybody. I'm Bicky the Pirate, and surprised I am that you scurvy dogs have the nerve to face me. Mates, get those landlubbers! Guy after my own heart there. Bicky the Pirate. Oh wait, alright. So Adder here isn't going to attack this round. Instead, we're going to cast this sleep spell. This sleep spell is very effective on pirates. So, hopefully we'll get a win off of this. I'm hoping I didn't target the same guy, because it's going to end up being an effective attack if he gets killed before Kill gets the chance to swipe at him. Wow! I think I put every single one to sleep. Oh, good. And I do not believe that we get critical hits on sleeping guys, but Kill's still good enough to get to take out a pirate. Go ahead and cast the spell again. because it worked so well the first time, and I'd rather not have them have the opportunity to crit on me. So they're only doing 1 damage, but believe me, they can gang up on you fast. There we go. 4 for 4. They're all asleep, and everybody gets to attack this round. Say bada boom, bada bing. And yeah, that's the 8-bit version of the victory music, you know. And you know very well that in this day and age, this is my victory music. So, 90 experience points, 360 gold. Okay, you got me, take my ship, and that's how you get the ship, is you kill off the pirates and boom. Now, here's the deal here. I need to take a look at the status, because the other thing that it tells you is how many points you need for level up. We need 13 points for level up. I want to make level 3 before I do anything. And because I tabbed it wrong, beautiful music fills the air as I play the lute. Which does nothing out here but fill beautiful music. You'd think that people would throw coins at you or something if you're playing a lute out in the middle of the street. So there's the ship. I'm not going to go on it yet. Oh, wow. I'm lucky if you saw the bottom of that screen, chance to strike first, because, yeah, we need it against this dude. Kick the ogre's butt, he could easily dispatch us here. Oh, come on. Low damage. Oh, kill came through, though. Alright. This should get me what I need. At the same time, I'm hoping that the sleep spell goes off and takes the... Oh, ow. Oh, only 4 damage. We're so lucky. We're so lucky he went for death and he just got a glancing blow. And the best part is if you attack them, they don't Oh, good. Nice job. If you attack them and it kills them, they don't normally wake up. Now that experience... Oh my god, I might be 1 point short. Oh no, I guess it's split between each person. It's been a while since I played. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I was going to plug this in for Jotun so I could play it with directionals, and I decided, you know what, since I did this, I might as well fire up, you know, fire up the old M with my stuff on it here, and we'll go ahead and do some real Played to Death, because that's what my channel was supposed to be about anyway. Stuff that's played to death. Well, along with my trips and stuff, which I will get some of those out to you. Alright, so now we've got 3. Level 3. And let's check out a couple things while we're here. If I remember right, there's something that's worth buying in here. And I don't mean the spells either. Yeah, lamp sucks. Mute is actually one of the absolute best spells in the game. You can mute everything in the game. With the critical, you can you've got a 1 in, I think it's 200. Is it 255 or 256? But it's one of either of those 2 chances to mute even something that's supposedly immune to it. Which that's going to come into play a little bit later when we fight a little elf called Astos, which everybody loves to refer to as Ass Toes. Oh, nope, not gonna buy it today. Let's see, there's an ice spell down below in the black magic shop, but the place that I'm looking for right now is actually that I'm actually looking for the... Let's see, Ice Dark. Temper's alright. It gives you a couple points on your weapon. It's not that great though. Slow says you lost intelligence, but what it really does is it'll actually go over there and take your hits back down. And let's see here. Ice is of course an ice spell, and Dark. I don't remember if Dark works at all either. I think it does, and I think it works really well. Okay, so we've got short swords, hand axes, and scimitars. If I remember right, scimitars are actually pretty decent in the game. I might have to consult my book here. I've got not only the do I have the actual pages for the Final Fantasy game, but I also have the book. Let me grab that real quick off my shelf. Boy, and the funny thing about this too is that I've got like a whole bunch of Game Genie codes that I wrote myself on this one. I've got some pretty cool tricks with a Game Genie that I've done with this game. And let's see here. I also think that on this sheet too. Oh, I guess I don't. This isn't the sheet that has it. But I used to have a sheet where I would mark off each and every combination that I've done as far as what I went over there and what I beat. Yeah, one time I'd beaten over like, I don't know. Think let's see, it's how many combinations do we have here, guys? We've got a fighter, thief, black belt, red mage, white mage, and black mage. So that's 6 in each one of the 4 slots, and they can dupe, so. But at one time I know I've beaten it with over 400 different combinations of 4, 3, and 2. I've beaten it with over 100 combinations of characters, so it's pretty cool. Alright. Trying to find the one that's got the... Boy, this is really rough shape because it's super mega old. So all I need to do is find a part that's got the weapons on it. So you see the one with all the armor on it, but I've got the one with the part of the weapons, but not the part that I want. Of course, the one that's got the best looking is the part that's got all the monsters on it, which is kind of funny. I might have to look at my good sheet, which I really don't want to pull it out of the box if I have to, but I will, just so I can take a look, because I do know that one of these weapons is one that I'll probably want to buy, and I think it's the scimitars. We'll see in just a second here. One more time. So now we're playing with power, right? We got the actual one. Oh, wait, maybe it's the one that fell on the floor. Oh, it's the one that fell on the floor. Alright, let's get that old stuff back over here. See, I would much rather not pull my pristine stuff out of the box if possible. Alright, so here we go. Let's take a little look-see. See what we got going on here. Scimitar is, yeah, 16 and 0. 16 attack and 0, I think it's the hit percentage that it adds, which is actually pretty good. Although if we put daggers on, somebody could go over there and actually probably get it'll probably boost the percentage up just enough to get it. So I think the short sword is, yeah, like I said, this stuff is in super rough shape. I should just really tape it all back together. Either that or go find my Nintendo Power Book and pull it out, you know, but back in the day. Alright, so let's take a little look-see here. Okay, I think we got it. And yeah, scimitar is actually, hand axe is 16 and 5, Short sword is 15 and 10, and scimitar is 10-10. So, if you take a look for that, okay, a regular sword is only, let's see if I can get the very top of this. I have to find where the top is and see if I can't find it. See, rapier is 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth one down, and it's right on the crease, so I might not be able to read it. Is 9 and 5. So 9 damage and 5 hit percentage. So actually, truthfully, the daggers probably might have worked better for me. Hey, how's it going? Yes, chat is working, and I am reading chat too. It's just been a hell of a long time since I played this and decided, well, we're gonna play because, yeah. Well, partly because if you think about it, 1987, I believe, was when Final Fantasy first came out, so it's over 30 years old now, so. And it's one of my favorites from growing up. So yeah, we've got scimitars, which will give us 10%, and that 5 will actually give Death there a second blow, so I'm going to go ahead and take one of those, despite the fact that we're really low. Oh yeah, there's only 2 versions I haven't played, and those are the online versions, and I really, to tell you the truth, I really don't care much for most of the newer versions, and except for 12. I really did like 12, and I don't know why I like 12 so much, but oops, I have to actually give it to him. Liked from 3 up, huh? You didn't like 1 or 2? Oops. Because this is a really old game. The thing that I really love about this game, though, is no save points, right? And the other thing about it is that oh, I thought I bought the weapon. Boy, I'm really not working right here. Okay, let's try this one more time. We're gonna buy the scimitar. Yes, we're gonna give it to Death. Alright, we're good. Alright. So, yeah, I don't know why I love 12 so much, truthfully. I really don't. There's nothing in me that would have said that, hey, you know, I should really like this game, but there's something about it I just like. Okay, now you see that Death's hit percentage is now 26. He should get 2 hits now. So that's going to be worth more than that rapier that he was running around with. And now we're going to do some crazy stuff here. We got to go floating on the seas. I'm hoping for some Kaizokus, which is going to be real deadly at this point in the game because I'm still real low level. I know that there's ways that you can manipulate RNG and stuff like that to always get a Kaizoku fight, but I'm not gonna do that just because I want a real playthrough. And if I do good in the playthrough and want to follow it up, I just might. I'm not gonna say I will. I might do a 2-character, 3-character, or possibly might even solo. I don't remember how many people have soloed a thief, but I know I'm one of at least 6 people who've soloed a thief in this game, all the way to the end. The medieval feel of the game in 2. Yeah, the funny thing is it did have a really good atmosphere like that. The funny thing about 2, though, is the way that the leveling system went as far as the spells and stuff like that. It was kind of... well, I'm not going to say it's kind of. It was very interesting, truthfully, because of the way that it went. Actually, even though I have this ship, I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to save, and then I remember that one of the better things is just to the south of here, you can actually fight undead, and since I have that harm spell, that's going to help out. Get ourselves a little gold before we get to the next part, where we're going to fight a bunch of ogres. Now, there is a place that's near here that I know that a lot of people like to call the Peninsula of Power. They've also called it the Peninsula northeast of Provoca. I like calling it Finger Point myself, just because it looks like a finger. You can pull up the map and see that too. Oh hey, no werewolves, bunch of grimps. Since you're the main one, Mr. Grimp. Not really. These guys are pushovers. Shoots even kill with zero is gonna be able to just trounce these guys, I'm sure. Wow, I'm surprised that Adder did not kill that guy. I mean, even Toast got a kill. Say, are you kidding me? So I got only one thing to say about you not killing that guy, Adder.
You donkey!
You donkey. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait. Got it. So I get you now. You're saying 2 as in the Super Nintendo version of 2 for North America, which is actually Final Fantasy IV. And actually Final Fantasy IV is one of my absolute favorites, just because I love the whole Dragoon thing and the you know, with the Red Wings and Cecil becoming a paladin. I thought he was a goody two-shoes. I used to kill him off all the time. I do that a lot with a lot of my heroes in the games. If you can kill them without causing a game over, I do it a lot. And it's probably not something I should do all the time, but it is kind of fun. Yeah, the Tower of Babel and the CPU, I do remember stuff like that. And yeah, 3, which was actually Final Fantasy VI, was a very well done game. I think that one and 7 fight for the most popular in the series, truthfully, with just about everybody out there, you know. There's lines on both sides, and you know, the thing is that, I can totally see it because it was done really well. The whole Esper system was done really awesome, you know. I tend to like 7 just a little bit more, and that's because I am one of the people, and I know I get a lot of flack for this, but I actually love Sephiroth as a villain, you know, and that right there, ooh, this is gonna be a rough battle. Yeah, Sephiroth, you know, was a great villain, and to me, great villains make the heroes seem that much better. So, you know, I really loved which was, what you say is 3 there. You know, Kefka was pretty cool, but I really liked 2 because Golbez was, I mean, by all definitions, Golbez was indeed a badass. That guy was a badass. And then, of course, you know, he ends up joining you in the end, you know. Of course, it's Final Fantasy here. We're gonna have spoilers for any Final Fantasy under the sun here, you know. So, if you never played them, go back and play them, please. Yeah, they really deserve a play. And 7, yeah, the Chocobo racing and breeding was pretty cool, and it was the only way to get the Knights of the Round, which is the most crazily overpowered spell of all time. Totally. Alright. Sorry I had to grab some water there. Drinking water tonight. I think that I'm gonna have to kill here. Ooh! Oh! Took him out! What a punk! Wow! That's it, Grey Wolf.
I will eat you! And I will delete you!
Oh, well, that's funny. That is very funny because I just turned 42 myself, if you can believe that. You know, my pictures that I put in videos of it, you wouldn't think it, but I actually did just turn 42. I have a playable SNES, I have a playable NES, I have a playable PlayStation if I turn it upside down, and I have a playable PS2. And a playable Dreamcast, and of course a PC, which is what I stream off of, and I'm playing this off of. But the thing is that I haven't bought anything newer because truthfully, there really hasn't been a game worthy of purchase. Most of the games that I play with my friend on Friday when he brings his, used to be PS3, now it's PS4 over, most of them are the homebrew games, truthfully. I mean, there's a lot of homebrew games we played, and the thing is that the thing that I love about this game so much is it's the same thing that why I love Castlevania Symphony of the Night so much, is because the game is just fun to play. It's something that they forgot over time with the graphics and, you know, the bells and whistles and everything, the FMVs, you know. They kind of lost sight of what a game was to begin with, and now they're pretty much just interactive movies instead of video games. It's gonna hurt because the clinic is expensive. I'm hoping this is the 200 one. Oh, it's only 80. Okay, that's not bad. I was hoping that I'd run into some ghosts or geists, or well, not ghosts, but geists, or the cheaper version. Specters, maybe? No, not a specter. It's a geist or... boy, ghoul. Ghoul's the cheaper version. Lots and lots of wolves. See, somebody must have released Red Riding Hood around here or something, because, man, there's a lot of wolves. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna back off for a second here. We'll go ahead and toss a sleep spell out and put these guys to sleep. Box NES with Robbie the Robot. And every PlayStation still, and I have GameCube, Sega Genesis, Panasonic 3DO, and I play only PC now. Yeah, I only play the PC right now. The Mini NES Classic, and you've already beaten it. So what I'm wondering is that the original release, like this one right here with all the bugs in it? Or is that that release of the game, is that the one that's been doctored back up and made easier? That's what I'm wondering. Because I do know that Dawn of Souls is one of my most despised games. The Game Boy Advance that has 1 and 2 on it. And the reason why is because they made it way too easy with all the extra stuff that they put in. They made the game way too easy. And the thing that I love about this game so much is it's so hard because you don't have the save points. Especially the very end game is going to be a good couple... It's going to be a good couple hours for sure. Once I get to the Temple of Fiends Revisited, which I am 100% committed to not doing a full everyday playthrough, but put it in my rounds along with Skyrim Maximus and Cassandra and a little bit of Minecraft, but to throw in Final Fantasy here, maybe every once in a while. Yes I am. Yes I am, but I do happen to have 2 copies of this game, 2 legitimate copies, so I won't... my rule is I'll try not to download anything that I can possibly get a hold of on my own that I don't already have. So the only thing that I might have that isn't is some of the Japanese releases that were translated into English, which I won't be showing here. Those are for personal use only because I can't get my hands on any of that stuff, you know. And even if I could, I couldn't translate it for the life of me. And considering that it's translated, it's not exactly the same game that was originally made. You know what I'm gonna do here is I've got 2 ogres, so I'm gonna try and put one to sleep, and I think I should try and hedge my bets here and peer at her. Well, you know, the thing is that I probably will eventually play 7, and the only reason why I didn't was because, like I said, I wanted to go up there and hook up a controller so I could actually play. I have a stream that I did start on Jotune, and I was having trouble because I'm not the I'm really good with a keyboard, okay? I can use a keyboard in each one of my hands if I wanted to. The problem is that, one, I'm not that very fast of a typer because of that, and two, the other thing is that I can't do the diagonals that well. I really cannot do diagonals that well at all, and there you go. This is how tough this is. When you kill a guy off and the other guys are still aiming at him, it doesn't auto-target. You automatically whiff your attacks ineffective, which is the craziest thing of all time. Funny thing is, I don't think it happens to the enemies, though. They automatically redirect, which is kind of funny. Well, actually what I'm going to do here is I am going to use finger point, truthfully. It's just that it takes a little bit to get to the point where your guys are strong enough to use it. Because basically, with the red mage, I've got basically access to the best black mage spells that I can get that'll help me out there. With the white mage, all I need to do is find me some zombies, you know. And all I really need right now is just a little bit of extra help. I need to take a look really quick and see how... Kill's not quite there yet. He needs to get up to the next level, and then we might be able to do some damage here. Let's see. We got 1 and 1 on the spells, huh? Wow. Actually, we're hurting pretty good after those ogres. Well, like I said, 7 and 6, you know, there's people that fight both sides of the fence on that. I do like 7 a little bit better. Although I have to say, you know, for going back and everything, I really do love 12. And let's go for spin-offs here. I played a little bit of 10 too, and let's see, I forgot what it was that went over there and got me out of playing 10 too. But I really did love 10 too, with just the girls in it. It was pretty cool. It's because I really dig Sailor Moon, you know. So the whole transformation thing, you know, was like a Sailor Moon Ronin Warrior type thing, which is pretty cool. Because you need to finish the game in a certain time, huh? Well, do you really need to finish it in a certain time, or are you just putting that time constraint on yourself? But actually, truthfully, if you want to go for the best overall, yeah, I didn't like Waka, the soccer Hawaiian guy. Yeah, I did not like Waka in 10. But 10-2, which is the spin-off of it, was all the girls. It was pretty cool. But I will say though that if you want to go for the best Final Fantasy game, I'm sorry, but for the spin-off, I'd have to probably go with Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics was an awesome game. Nearly every tactical RPG that's done in the 3/4 style, such as AKA like Disgaea and stuff like that, has borrowed from its formula, so I'd have to say that based on that, it raised its own genre, you know. You have to finish 7 before 99 hours? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm not so sure that that's true, but I tell you what, you know, if you go beyond 99 hours... Wow, this gray wolf is like dancing around our swords here. Still have 1 to cure spell? Alright, Death, you're getting it. This guy's a donkey! Actually, 8 is the one that you have to finish before a certain amount if you want to get, I think it's Ozma. Something like that. Or no, that's 9. 9 that makes you do that. But, yeah, I tell you the truth, the funny thing is even though that was the last one that Hironobu did, or had big influence on, you know, I really didn't enjoy it as much, you know, despite the fact that a lot of the stuff was retro, you know, and it kind of threw me back to almost to this. It just didn't feel right. I don't know what it was that didn't feel right. Maybe it was the cartoonish look of the creatures, I mean, of the of the guys, you know. After doing 7 and 8, where it looked so realistic and everything, you know, it was hard to go back to that kind of style. It didn't seem to fit like it as well. Alright, here we go. I think we should sail the 7 seas now. I don't think we've got 1,000 gold yet, but we're going to have some in a bit. Funny thing is that I was going to go over there and make this segment only until I beat the pirates, but it took me way too quick to beat the pirates, which is kind of funny. But I got lots of time here, so I'll just continue on. At least for a few more minutes. We'll see how well I do. Yeah, you know, I think that's what I liked about it too, is that ATB system in 12. I did like that. Ooh, odd eyes. I hate odd eyes. And there's nothing worse than playing a solo episode and getting stun locked by a odd eye and just blinked to death. Absolutely blinked. Yeah, the option to flee or run, and sometimes you walk to sip. Yeah, the no random encounters, probably that was part of it, and you know, some of the ones were tougher to avoid than you think. That as far as the battles went, you know, some of them it seemed like they'd be easy to avoid, but they weren't. All right, we are in Elfland. That's cool. Now, here's what I want to take a look at. How much gold do I have? I have 1,000 gold. Alright, so I got two choices here. I can either buy kill a bracelet and give him some armor finally, or let's see, what am I using? I'm using Nestopia actually. And the reason why is because it gave me an easy option to set up my controllers. The other ones didn't. In fact, because I am on Windows 10, I was going to use the Nest box, but it likes Xbox controllers, and I really hate that Microsoft does that to you, you know? Sorry guys, I hate it. I'll say it first, I hate it. But the thing is that yeah, I've got a really old Logitech Rumble Pad 2, and this is from before. Oh, I hate asps. Why did I not save? I don't know. Probably gonna get poisoned. And poison sucks in this game. Doesn't go away if you stay the night at the end, if I remember correctly. So you have to spend the 75, and they have a high chance of poisoning you if they hit. Well, the thing is that you actually can download them, the emulators. Most of them are free to use. You gotta watch out for which ones though. So, yeah, they're a pain in the ass ball, right? Say they're not as bad as Astos, who's coming up. In fact, that's where it might end up cutting off, or we might end up getting to Finger Point and getting ourselves a few levels. But I'm definitely. I definitely have bones to pick with him. I remember when I did my solo thief run, oh, those many years ago, it must have taken me 260 tries on Astos to beat him. I mean, it was a horrendous amount. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah, I saved right outside, went in, saved right outside, went in, saved right outside, went back in, and I mean, most of those battles consisted of Astos, Rub, dead. Astos, Rub, dead. It was brutal. Absolutely brutal. I think I get more, yeah, I get more ogre battles out here. It's kind of funny. I like that game too, Ogre Battle. Should I put him to sleep? I think I should put him to sleep. Should have thought about that a little bit more beforehand. As long as they don't crit, we'll be fine. 21 damage on a guy with chain armor is that's pretty brutal. So let's see here. Yeah, most of the emulators that you can find are free. So we got like Nestopia is a good one, and FECU I think is another one. But like I said, this one allowed me to. Yeah, ogres are good for collecting money early on. They're good for gold. Yep. The funny thing is that if I remember right. If you take a look, it does say G, so I guess it could have been Gil in the beginning, but I don't know. I guess it matters what they intended. Go to sleep, guys. Oh, ineffective on the one I wanted. At least he missed. Say, come on, Death, take him out. Nice job, buddy. Jeeps. See, that tells you how much I'm paying attention to what exactly is going on the screen here. See, the fun part about using the emulator though is I got my chat right next to me, right? So that way I can go there and I can look at both on the same screen. Which actually is really cool to me because when I'm doing a full screen like Skyrim, I have to have it on my second keyboard, and every once in a while I won't see when the one person who does come in and talk to me actually does come in and talk to me, so, you know. I should take a look and see what my, how we doing as far, yeah, we're fine. Got turbo buttons plugged in too. Thing is that eventually I'm going to do Blaster Master, which Blaster Master is one of my favorite games of all time, and yeah, it's a really cool game. And I think that I'm going to try it old school without the turbo buttons, because back in the day, I remember one of my favorite feats that I've ever done on a NES game was I played Blaster Master and I died right before the crab boss, and so I went back in and I had 0 guns, and I beat him with no turbo controller, with 0 guns. I beat the crab boss in Blaster Master, which, if you know what that guy is, he's the one that looks like a big huge crab, throws out all the bubbles and everything. I mean, he's a monster of a boss, and his attack pattern is just crazy. So in order to do that was one of the favorite things I ever did. Alright, take out that creep like that. That was just still gonna do some sound effects here. Uh-oh. I almost froze everything up by doing that. Oh no, arachnids! Run! Run while you can. You suck. Yeah, the only thing that I hate about this area around Elfland is arachnids and... Thanks, Death. Arachnids and asps are just no fun whatsoever. I think I can stay out here a little bit longer. One more battle, hopefully we'll get ogres. Let's see, more games use the term gil than calling it loot, GP, money, gold. People will be more familiar with that. Well, gil is what it was in Final Fantasy VII, and I will say, yeah, Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite games too. I've got quite a few that are in my upper echelon of games that I would play over and over. The only problem with 7 is that, I mean, well, it's just like any other Final Fantasy. It takes a long time to complete the game once you start it, you know. And so you're either in it to win it, or you're, you know. And usually when I play, I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time, just a couple hours a day, you know, to put in. So, I think he's out of spells. Yep. So You know, to play a game that'll take me 60 hours, that's going to be 30 sessions, and it's not always going to get a play every, you know, not always going to get more than one play a week, so that's like 30 weeks, so that's over half a year, not counting my vacations, because anybody who's familiar with my channel knows I was gone for a couple weeks here, just not in much more than a couple days ago to be on vacation. But I do bring back vacation videos, which I'll be downloading some of those probably in the next couple days. Let's keep leveling up and making that gil. Well, the thing is what I'm looking for is 1500 gold, which I should have after these ogres here. If they don't kill somebody, golly. This is getting really close here. And I'm glad that I diverted those two guys there. Oh, nice. Nice bit of work, guys. You can only advance to level 4 black and white spells, yes, but then when you do the wizard, you can actually go there and do some of the higher level spells, but they're not the best ones in the game. But the thing is that, yeah, I wanted to do a red mage and red wizard and thief ninja comparison, because I absolutely love the thieves when they turn into ninjas. They get the fast spell. They become one of the better characters in the game. Really. And of course they really suck in the beginning, which is why doing a solo thief run, you know, anybody that has the cajones to do one of those, you know, I get a lot of respect for them if they can at least get it past Astos into the Earth Cave, you know. Which it's really easy to get to, if you can get past Astos, it's really easy to get to the Ice Cave, and then once you get to the Ice Cave, yeah, sorcerers just seem to have a knack to kill those poor guys. Okay, this is what I wanted right here. Fire 2. Got enough for it. There we go. Fire 2 is going to be awesome. So you said you had a 5-inch screen attached to the top of your current PlayStation. Well, you know, nowadays they got like USB plugins and stuff, and I mean, the funny thing is that I don't even plug an MP3 player in for my music anymore. I just stick a flash drive in that USB and it'll play it. Which is, to me, the coolest thing on earth, man, because back in the day when I started listening to music and stuff, you would have to, you know, it was, well, actually, I go back far enough to where I can remember my mom and dad having an 8-track, which is kind of crazy, and he had an 8-track in his T-Bird. It was pretty amazing. Aw, come on, give me a good battle here, guys. Yeah, the white and black wizards can advance to level 8 magic, but the red mages can actually do 7. They can do level 7. Or, well, not the mages, but the red wizards can. There's a couple spells that they can do. I'm trying to remember offhand which they are. I think that they do have access to the life spell. The cool thing about a white mage is that I think he gets access to exit before his thing. I'm looking at my ancient scroll stuff from back in the day here. Let's see, looking here. Yeah, the red mages and the red wizards can do. Let's see, Ice 3 and what is that? A-Rub, I think, are the two that they can do that are level 7 spells, and the level 6 spells, they're a little bit more that they can do. They can do exit. They can do a couple other things too, like fog, invisibility 2, which is a really nice spell to have, and lightning 3. Let's see here. I'm trying to take a look real quick here and see. Return 1 dungeon floor. And that's 1 exit dungeon. Well, I guess the white mage can't do the exit spell, but the white wizard can. It's been a long time. Long time. And of course, like I was saying in the beginning, the stuff that I have two different types of two different charts of the original charts. One of them is very much loved and tattered and torn pieces, but I still keep it. And then the other one is actually pristine, and it's in my it's actually in my box that I have, because I have one of the original boxes for the game, which I keep along with its original sleeve and all that other jazz. Not to sell or anything, it's just my collector's keepsake. I used to have a bunch of Final Fantasy collectible stuff. I had a stanchion for Final Fantasy VIII that was as tall as, pretty much as tall as a person was. That was the one that stood outside of Electronics Boutique or Babbage's back in the day before they all merged and became GameStop. And then I also had, let's see, some of the Pepsi boxes for Final Fantasy VII. Had a small cloud stand-up that was part of the Pepsi display from Final Fantasy VII. I still have lots of figures in the boxes. I've never taken them out. Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII. Have a bunch of the Triple Triad cards from 8, which I was collecting those over the time. And they are the ones with the Japanese writing on them, so they're the originals. How badly did those guys beat me up? Not very bad. Okay, we're going back to Provoca. Yes, a number of the spells of the game are bugged, and yeah, Lock is one of them. It says easy to hit, but it doesn't do a darn thing. I think that Dark only works on you. Yeah, game books and busts from Final Fantasy VII. Oh, I do have like all of the books for each one of the Final Fantasies that was produced, though, including this one. But I can't really be bugged to take it out right now because it's in kind of a storage spot for me here, and I'm trying to remember exactly where it's at. Been in my house for 5 years, and I still have things that I haven't taken out, which is kind of terrible. Well, the soundtracks are pretty good, though. Some of the music is some of the most fantastic music. Yasunori Masuda is definitely one of the best composers ever, truthfully. And yeah, actually, I'm completely fond of his work on Xenogears. There's a couple of songs in there, like Flight's one of my favorite songs off of Xenogears. Well, here we go. We've got level 5 coming now. I should be enough, but I need to get Kill that last level, because he really needs that level. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do with an odd eye and some saw eggs, but I better double up on that guy just because I'm not even going there. There are some guys in this game too that I do know a bit about the mechanics just because of all the people I used to float around with on the Final Fantasy board at GameFAQs. And there are quite a few enemies out here that their crit percentages are much higher. Much higher than some of the other enemies. One of the ones is that the creep on the land that I was talking to you about. Those guys can be really dangerous because a crit will go through your armor. Doesn't matter what your armor is. Once you get the critical hit, it just goes through. The cool thing is that works on our guys' side because if you crit for say you have 4 hits and you crit on the second hit, every single hit after that's going to go through. So you'll end up with three big hits after it. After the first one, which was normal. Which is just, yeah, that's pretty, it's pretty cool. Let's see what we got. We still got all of our spells. I'm gonna float. Higher than End Boss Chaos. What's higher than the End Boss Chaos? So I'm trying to think about what your What you're asking me there, higher than the end boss chaos. No, we are going to go all the way to the end. And I might actually die a couple times flat out too. Because the next area that I'm coming up to is going to be very dangerous. Probably the most dangerous area of the game. Oh, yes, definitely. There are several enemies that have some serious critical percentages. The ghosts are one of them. The ones that are in the Sea Shrine. Boy, I used to dread those guys every time that I get into a battle with 5 of them. I'd be like, oh, somebody's gonna die, because ghosts have a really high crit percentage. Wizards have a really high crit percentage. I really hate fighting against wizards. Which you have to, in the Marsh Cave, you have to fight a couple wizards. At least a couple. Anywhere between, I think it's 2 and 4, if I remember correctly. But creeps have a high percentage, which that's really tough at the beginning of the game to get some guys with that. And yeah, there's a lot of percentage-based stuff. In fact, boy, back in the day there used to be a what was it called? Oh wow. There was a hacking tool that somebody made back in the day, and it would tell you exactly what all the enemies had as far as the crit percentages and things like that. But I'm sure that somebody by now has made a list of enemies with the highest crit percentage, especially on the Final Fantasy board and game packs. Those guys are really all real smart people there. Yeah, Astral Esper on there. She's been there for like half of forever. Game Shark? No, we're not sharking anything. Oh, but there was a shark in the game, but I wasn't game sharking the shark. Say if I was going to, ooh, this is bad. 2 odd eyes and that many saw eggs. How's it going? Altus Phoenix, 86, huh? Does that mean you were born in 86? Let's see, fight. Sleep. Let's see if we can sleep these guys. Yeah, Game Shark was the ultimate tool. I do not have Lightning 2, but you know what? I do have Fire 2. I probably ought to use that, huh? But Sleep is good too. It'll stop him for 1 round. 1 round's good enough. As long as we can get Death out of stun. Which will, oh, jeez. Boy, I hate odd eyes. They're the bane of any person who's ever fought any person who's ever done a solo. Those guys are just the most deadly of everything. But this is a hand-me-down channel. Got it. I will be buying Lightning. Yes, I will. And yeah, if I bought Lightning, I could just come through here and pretty much rifle all the guys that are here. As you can see, he doesn't quite have a spell yet for it. I probably ought to go fight ogres for a little bit more. I might not get to Finger Point tonight, only because I only want to spend maybe 20 or so more minutes doing this. Because even though I'm on the West Coast, I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm going, going to go towards 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I'm going to need a little bit of time though. I'm making some fillets and taking some leeks out of the garden and roasting them. I'm really excited because I'm getting my first leeks of the year. The first ones I've ever grown, truthfully. They look really great. Just look at them. They've been stunned for how many hours? I have not done the Peninsula of Power, which is either the Peninsula northeast of Pravoka, or me, I love calling it Finger Point. It never caught on, but to me, if you take a look at it on a map, it looks just like a finger pointing. In fact, there's a finger pointing directly at it from the top side too. That's why I like calling it Finger Point. But hey, it's all the same thing. The thing is that these guys will be going to the Peninsula of Power. They just need level 3 spells, and we finally got guys waking up so we can actually do some damage. So if it's East Coast, you're getting close to midnight then. You probably never caught one of my Cassandra After Darks, because I don't do one of those episodes unless it's past midnight. It's where I take my Khajiit from Skyrim and make her go around and go evil and kill everybody in a town. And teleport those away that can't be killed. It's some fun stuff. It's a possibility I might do an episode of that tonight. I just have to finish this first and get some food in my stomach. I am pre-Marsh Cave still. Ooh, and I should have healed. This might not work for me. Come on. Get him! Get him! Oh! Watch this one Sahe just like snarf kill. Alright, not gonna happen. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm pre-Marsh Cave. Have not quite gotten there yet. And part of it has to do with, yeah, spells. Because, yeah, we've only got 1,113, and I'm about ready to go kill that bracelet, truthfully. But then again, there is a bracelet that's coming in the Marsh Cave. So I'm wondering if I should just hold out till then. I think that if there was a Skyrim movie, it's one that's going to be coming out. I don't think it already was out. But Skyrim is kind of like a whole entire, I mean, it's one game that I really respect. There are some games that I really respect. This is one of them. The ones that I really respect is this one, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Is another one I really respect. The DS version of Chrono Trigger. And the reason why I respect that one so much is because they give you the compendium, which lets you see all the endings. And I think that seeing all those endings is being able to see each one of the endings that you acquire is really important in that game. Seeing how the original SNES card only had 3 slots to save on, and there's something like 16 or 17 different endings, you know. Actually, red mages, it's been proven on the GameFAQs that red mages are actually one of the best, or one of the actual best classes in the whole entire game. And it's because their endgame stuff is actually incredible. It's pretty incredible. Let's see, they're probably going to stun me again, which really sucks, but we'll find out. They're going after kill. Stop it! Darn it. Well, at least both the Odd Eyes went after death. You can make them good. Yeah, red mages actually, when they become red wizards, they're actually right on par or maybe a little bit better than the ninjas. In fact, the thief that's right next to that red mage is actually the absolute most terrible class because he doesn't have anything good. He can't even run very well unless he's in the slot that he's in right now, truthfully. Which is that's the absolute truth to it, yeah, in this game. But that's the reason why we're doing Final Fantasy Dynamics, which was a kind of a role play that was loosely based on the game. As far as the monsters and stuff go, the monsters' stats and stuff were all based directly off of the ones here. But the characters and stuff were more loosely based. And I always played a thief just because, or I played a thief just because it was one of the toughest. You know, some people took like the easy way out and took the red mages or the fighter or the black belt. You know, I took the thief. Well, actually, the absolute best, the best four character party I found. Because the fighters are pretty good all around, but the best 4 character is actually the black belts, and that's because the black belts are bugged, and you can actually give them give them higher stats than what they actually have. As far as the absorb goes, you can actually bug their absorb, and it'll go over there and they'll keep the high absorb. Like, you can go over there and level them up with like an opal bracelet and a ribbon, and then go ahead and take it off. If I remember correctly, that's how it worked. And then it'll keep the absorb super, super high, despite the fact that they no longer have the equipment on. Quinn is the best blue mage, huh? Well, you know, I think I liked Strago the best as far as the blue mages goes, and that's because I liked Grand Train. It looked a lot like Megus's what was it? What was that spell that Megus used to cast in the Chrono Trigger? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I want to say it's like Dark Eternal, but that was the triple tech. You're Gao, Kimari, and Telepan. Gao. I don't know, man. Gao, I gotta go over there and side with Sian on that one. That guy was a little fruitcakes. He did have some really cool spells, though. Kimari, though. Kimari. What's Kimari from, by the way? I'm not a Tella fan. Oh, well, actually, yes, I do like Tella. And I like Tella for one reason, and one reason only. And the reason why is because he has the #1... has the #1 best quote of all time. You spoony bard! You spoony bard was awesome. To this day, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell does you spoony bard mean anyway. Alright. How dead are we after that? Alright, we do take a look down there. We've got kill with one level 3 spell. It's gonna take one more level for Adder to get his. Once we do, then we can at least try and attempt finger point up there, Peninsula Power, Peninsula Northeast of Provoca, however you want to say it. You know, if I remember correctly, Strago's physical attacks, I forgot about it. The JTOE translation till it says "you son of a bitch." I always thought he'd say, "You dirty rat! You took my daughter! You dirty rat!" Say, Tella's actually the Godfather. Alright, watch this. Kill's gonna do a critical and take that wolf out. Come on, Kill. Woohoo! It wasn't a critical, but he took him out. I'm telling you, those hammers are awesome. When he gets the silver one, that's even better. I love Thor's hammer in this game just because I'm kind of sorta, you know, a little towards the Norse mythology type, you know, so of course I like Thor's hammer. There's a lot of cool references in this game too. Like Masamune is actually Masamune, famous Japanese sword maker. I don't think they ever found a wakizashi of his, but the most famous sword of his is a tanto. Never actually found a katana. Will I be with this party? Yes, I will 100% definitely be seeking out Wormek. In fact, for a while there, my my Yahoo account actually had a little renovated Wormek that I did as my avatar. Wormek's actually one of my favorite enemies of all time. It's because he is so badass. I mean, I think that they ran they ran several Chaos versus Warmech scenarios on the GameFAQs Final Fantasy board, and I think that Warmech actually won against Chaos more often than Chaos won against Warmech, if I remember that correctly. That's how big of a badass Warmech is. He can take the final boss down. Excuse me for a second. Had to mute the mic there. I think after this next set of turns, I'm going to run back real quick and grab some water. Am I a pro? I would say Final Fantasy, I probably could safely... There's a couple games that I could be considered a pro at. I would say that... I mean, but not a pro by today's standards because I'm not like super hyper elite, you know, as far as, you know, trying to do the time trials and stuff like that, you know, speed runs and things like that. But as far as a pro, I've beaten this with over 100 different combinations of characters, groups of characters, and I've beaten it with every single solo character that you can. So I've beaten it with a solo fighter, solo thief, solo black belt, and this is both types of classes too. I've beaten it with the upgraded classes and the lower ones. This is the first one that I'm actually doing the taping on, and the only thing that I really have of the winning of the solo thief versus Warmech, which to this day I'm the only person that I know of that has actually taken a solo thief, not a ninja, not an upgrade. The solo actual thief class against Warmech and won. I think I had 6 hit points left. Which, yeah, if he wouldn't have missed that last, if he wouldn't have missed the last attack, I'd have been flagged. It took an astounding amount of time to do it. I probably won't. I mean, I don't know if I could be bugged to do it. Let's just say that it would be. It would take an astounding amount of time, and in order for me to put that much time in, that'd be something that maybe I could make it some sort of, I mean, here's how it goes right here. I don't do this for money. I've got my stuff for my Streamlabs and all that junk, you know, set up and everything in case somebody does want to donate something, but that would be something that I would have to have some sort of set donation goal for the amount of time that it would take to actually try and accomplish the goal. Especially because I know with an emulator you can use save states, but that's 100% blatant cheating to me. I won't do it. In fact, I won't even use the save state to save halfway up. When I get to the Temple of Fiends, you know, it's going to be an all or nothing run. If I get flattened by gas dragons, if I get flattened by bad rolls with worms on Tiamat's level, if I get flattened by something, I am going to start the next session right on the outside of the Temple of Fiends, revisit it again, and we're gonna try and go all the way up. It's part of what makes this game so fun. The characters' official names, and well, you know, I think that the official names that they gave them were the ones that they gave them off the NES roll, you know, the Nintendo Power Book that I think that they actually went over there and sent it out as an extra to everybody who subscribed to Nintendo Power. They actually gave them a guide to Final Fantasy, which, if you think about it, you know, back in that day, that was huge because the biggest games in that time were The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. 3. The fact that they promoted another game that wasn't even a Nintendo game, you know, Nintendo's game, it was Squaresoft, you know, it wasn't Enix back then, it was just Square. That was huge that they went over there and they did that. Of course, you know, there is the infamous possible lie there where they had the Nintendo Power charts at the height of Final Fantasy's popularity. They disappeared for a couple of months, and then they came back with the renovation of a different layout, you know. But I've always believed that during that time, you'll see my first guys in front, and that's because I'm poisoned right now. I'm gonna get a healing potion before I save. But I've always thought that the reason why they disappeared was because Final Fantasy actually took first place for a small amount of time, and they were embarrassed by the fact that it did, so they, instead of losing face, they decided, well, we're not gonna show them, and then we'll come up with some reason why we didn't do it. And somebody came up with the idea, well, let's just change the layout. Oh yeah, that'd be a great idea. This is not being run off the NES Mini, it's being run off Nestopia. But I do have 2 copies of the game, 2 physical copies and a working NES. Which, yeah, I'm not even 100% sure. I'm sure it's possible to go over there and to hook it up, but as of right now, I'm not 100% sure exactly everything that I would need to go over there and hook it up to play off of my NES. Which is how I did my original runs back in the day. Alright, so... Oh, how much gil do we have? 1,300, Oh, yeah, 1,300. And I do have the buttons backwards, that's why I keep using the loot. Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? That's a lot of money for 4 protection, I'm telling you. I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, and I think I will pass for now. They'll have everything that they want to begin with. Your favorite town is Crescent Lake. Is that because all the sage is in it? I gotta think about what my favorite town is. Oops. I didn't save it. Hold reset while you turn the power off. I love that. You know, there is a truth to that too, because I remember we were playing Dragon Quest IV, and that game was notorious for losing books. It was notorious for losing save books. It was horrible. I was in the save near the final dungeon, and the game went over there and decided to erase that book. I was horrified because that was one of my favorite games. Truthfully, it was one of my favorite Dragon Quests. I'm not big on the whole series. Just because the amount of grinding that you have to do for some of the rare items, you know. You have to have a rare battle and get the roll for the rare item as well. And then, of course, there's the whole bugged out RNG in Dragon Quest VIII, where I know for a fact that the rares went 1-2 in that game. You could go there and start off a fresh boot, and the rares would be all the way at the end of the cycle. So it'd be random number 256. So the numbers weren't really random. Every time you restart the game, your rares would be 255 and 256 slot. And the thing is that it was near impossible to get it to where you could go there and get the battle plus the rare for some of the later levels. And I mean, there's no way that in the harder areas, unless you were just like one of them crazy, you know, one of them crazy people, you know, that'll grind all day for nothing, that you'd be able to get some of those rare items from some of those later dungeons, because the enemies there were like OKOs, you know. When does blind stop being bugged? Final Fantasy VII? Or in Final Fantasy 1. See, this is why you buy the pure potions, because if you buy the pure potions, then they'll stop trying to poison you, right? Right. Although, you know, in Final Fantasy IV, which was, you know, Final Fantasy II, from what you said earlier, you know, it's the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy II in North America, Blind was actually one of the best spells, period. It was a really good spell. Boy, I'm getting very, very low rolls here. Bad guys here. What's going on? Getting all the wolves, none of the ogres. Alright. Going to set up my attacks here, and then I'm going to run real quick to go grab some water. So my cup's empty, and if I'm talking the whole time, then I need to be drinking some water, so... Bear with me here. Oop, wrong one. We'll just have him hold up the item. Hey, look at this iron hammer. Wolf will be like, hey, that's a really nice iron hammer you got there. Alright, and it looks like I killed them all while I was grabbing water. That's great. So that's the great thing about this game too, is you can multitask. So it'll allow you to eat at the same time, it'll allow you to drink stuff at the same time. But the only thing you really can't do is, you know, go plop one. Gee, and it's 9 o'clock and I'm still not there yet. I'm gonna go to Finger Point here in a minute though. As soon as we get a level. Hopefully we'll get the ogres. And what I'll do is I'll buy that lighting too. Oh yeah, Battle UI is crazy too, because if you attack a guy that isn't there, it just says ineffective. It doesn't retarget for you. It does for the enemies, but not for you. But you still get the 8-bit victory music that is so iconic in the series. Yeah, you know, when I was young, I had a paper route, and it was mostly to help my family pay the bills. But I did get a little bit of the money each month, and I saved up enough to buy this game here because it was one of the ones that I really wanted. This might be a bad idea. Yeah, ineffective creep, you punk. At least the oh wow, 80 damage! Holy smoke, Death! That was wow. So take that ogre out in one round. Look at those guys. Come on, Toast. See, the thing is, if I get 4K too, I can get a silver sword. And Death can have a silver sword, and Adder can have a silver sword. I don't think poor Toast gets one. But with a silver sword, yeah, it's gonna be like some serious damage. Oh god, Ogre and 3 creeps. Push it to the limit here. Really ought to try and take some of those guys out. Can't use harm on them, so... Fighting it is! It's a little bit of a long story about this game and me and how I got my first copy, and I'm probably not going to tell it here, but I probably will tell it starting with the next time that I play. Holy smoke! Did we take the ogre out in one round again? Nice job, Death. I know that's all you, bud. Kills says, I'm getting my 10 points in on this creep. Boom! Holy cow! Death's going to town. Take 3 streams to get to the Marsh Cave. Well, you know, the Marsh Cave is actually one of the first hard points of the game. There are three three really tough points in this game. One of them is the Marsh Cave with the all the way up to Astos, the whole area right there. The second part is, of course, the Ice Cave, which that's notorious. Like, if you were doing a no death run, I don't know if anybody's done a no death run on this. Actually, truthfully, it's just because all it takes is one random death spell to get through, and that ends the run, you know. But at the same time, let me think about this for a second here. And then, of course, the third one is, of course, the Temple of the Fiends Revisited, because just the sheer length that you gotta go to get that. What's the status on these guys? 111 and 261 is how far we have to go. 3 streams to get to the Marsh Cave. And not only that, but like I was saying before, too, about the Marsh Cave, those wizards that are at the end, they have some of the highest crit percentages in the game. Oh yeah, Grogu Volcano. You know, there is one thing that I do like better about the Dawn of Souls version of this game, and it's the Temple of the Fiends music. The remake on that music was an incredible version of the remake, and it also happens to double up as the Sea Shrines music as well. But that music was absolutely incredible. It was a very, very good update. When I heard it, man, it gave me chills. That's how good it was. And you were taking out the ogre. Come on, take the creep. Take the creep. Kill him! Oh, are you kidding? He must have like 1 hit point left. Let's see, I think Grogu Volcano doesn't Grogu Volcano have the same as the Earth Cave? Has the same music? I think it does. Then the other music that I like too is the music that is in the Marsh Cave, and I think it's the same that's in the waterfall as well. If I remember correctly. I think I do. And Final Fantasy IX. I probably have, because I played all the way through. I'm not actually 100% sure if I beat 9, because I'm sure that I moved in the middle of the time when I had that game. There's a couple games that I kind of got stopped up on, and I think Final Fantasy IX was one of them, where I didn't finish the game. And I think the other one was... No, I'm sure I finished Xenogears. 100% sure on that. But yeah, I think Final Fantasy IX, I got close to the end, but I didn't quite finish it. I think I was doing the mopping up the chocobo stuff before going into the last area. But I think I did was at the battle with Ozma. It's just a crazy battle to begin with. See, not as crazy as Yazamat in 12 though. Boy, I got through like actually the first 3/4 of his hit points within an hour, I think it was. But then when he changed everything up, stuff was going so crazy that I couldn't adapt to his the gambits that I had to his attacks, and so ended up getting flattened because of it. So it pretty much does he pretty much does a complete reverse on what the strategy was, you know, so your gambits no longer are effective. Alright, so here's the first 3. Dethaddr and Toast. How much do I have? Oh yeah, I got enough. I got magic. You know, this is kind of weird though. Haven't seen any of those geists yet. It's kind of disconcerting. I think I should be able to get through wolves without having to... Actually, I should be fine with what I got. Do I own a Dethaddr? Actually, no. And here's the curious thing about that. I actually went out to go check out mice and check out keyboards. I might own one of their keyboards, but as far as the mice goes, I actually went with a Corsair. I had them side by side, and I was testing both of them out, and I just like the feel of the Corsair 100 times better. And that's the reason why I don't have one. Which, yeah, I thought that was funny, and actually, my name, Dethaddr, goes, and I like to spell it exactly how Dethaddr is spelled there, with the caps and everything. All one word together. And the reason why I actually do that... Oh, do I own the snake? No, I do not own the snake. No, I don't own any snakes. I actually really have no desire to own snakes. I mean, I might own a gecko or a tortoise or something like that, maybe. But as far as a snake goes, if I was going to own a snake, I'd probably be an albino python. Be something really cool, one of those albino white ones. Be a white snake, you know, here I go again. But the thing about my screen name, though, is I go back to ancient times. I predate the internet. I used to dial up BBSs way back in the day, and most of those BBSs only gave you 8 characters to work with. You know, I wanted something cool. You know, Megadeth was one of my favorite groups at the time. I mean, not so much anymore with the whole, you know, oh no, copyright, blah blah blah. You know, want to be whiny babies about money. You know, go F yourself. That's what I say. Sorry guys, it's just the way it is. But anyway, death spelled that way, like Megadeth, and Dethaddr, of course, is from Golden Axe. Everybody, you know, who knows old school Nintendo versus Sega gaming knows Golden Axe. And so I decided, well, I'm gonna spell the adder like, you know, like the death. We'll take out another vowel in it, put the two together so I can fit it in 8 characters and have it as a screen name. So, yeah, 8 characters was all I got, so that's how I got Dethaddr. And, well, I've stuck with it ever since. So, actually, if anything, they kind of took that from me. Now, the Dethaddr itself, you know, the snake, yeah, that's predated even the video game, I'm sure. Need to make sure that, sorry, one more time here. Take a look and make sure that, okay, Kill did get his level, so we are rolling. Beautiful music fills the air. Alright, we need 1 spell. It's gonna be a black magic spell. Who will learn the spell? Adder's gonna learn the spell. Oh. Like I said, I got my, I have my, buttons crossed here. Alright, he's got fire 2, now he's gonna have lightning 2. That's to take out guys on the sea. And then I usually get him Cure as well for the red mage, but he's not gonna get Cure right now because Kill doesn't even have a spell for that level yet. We got Cure 2, Harm 2, and A-Fire, all really good for white mages. Heals, yeah, kind of a sucky spell, truthfully. Heal 2 is bugged, though, and Heal 2 acts like Heal 3 in this game, which is really awesome. It's a nice little thing, because it's actually worth more than what it says it is. Now, here's the deal, though. I can either go for a better Cure spell, or I can go for a Harm spell, and the thing is that in this game, you cannot change it once you go there and put it in. You can't change the order that they're in. You can't take spells off or anything like that. Actually, you don't get rubbed by the wizards in the Marsh Cave. You'll get killed by them because they crit on you, but wizards don't have rub. It's the sorcerers in the Ice Cave that have rub, and they're also in the Sky Fortress too, and those guys. They've been the bane of many thieves over the years, because for some reason they like to attack thieves. I'm going to get him Harm 2, and you'll see the reason why here in just a bit. Because we're going to save the game, or we're going to get our spells back, and then we're going off to Finger Point. I'll have to take a stop into Sian Area to buy some tents, though. Oh, I don't have. I've got 4 gold. Woo! Got 4 gold, so I'm definitely not doing it here. Unless I get some. Okay, chance to strike first with these guys. All right. I think we might be able to make this work. And we do have a sleep spell, so that'll give us buy us a little bit of time. But I have been beaten by the wizards before in the Marsh Cave, and considering how long it takes to get down there, that's pretty bad. And of course, in a solo run, how many wizards you come up against is everything. Because if you come up against 4 wizards with 1 character and you're doing a solo run, man, you're pretty much guaranteed to die there. And also, that particular battle of the wizards there, I believe, is one of the unrunnable battles. There's several battles in the game that are unrunnable, where you just can't run away from them no matter how hard you try. And that happens to be one of them. You know what I might try and do, though? I don't know if it's worth the waste of the 4th level slot to go over there and give Kill Fear. But I might try and see if on this I could get, if I can get Carrie to run away. That'd be kind of funny. Carrie, aka Merilith. Well, he doesn't have any magic, that's not gonna help you. I'm hoping I got 1 spell left. See, now I'm sitting here thinking I should buy Cure too. I should have went for 1 more save and then 1 more battle before doing it. Come on. Take him out. Come on! Do it! Do it! That's what you tell those wolves.
I will eat you! And I will delete you!
On Twitch? No, actually, I do have a Twitch account, which is kind of funny. The reason why I'm doing YouTube is because I like it because YouTube will record at the same time for you. So, that way I don't have to do it myself. Even though I've got all the programs in the world that can do it, and I know my machine's powerful enough to where I can do both at the same time. But, alright, there we go, 100. 100 gold, and hopefully I fight some Kaizokus. I have not found any Kaizokus yet on the ocean. Or if I'm really lucky, maybe we'll hit an ogre. Get an ogre battle. See, you know, the thing is, too, is that I should, if I really want to, you know, really want to get everything, you know, popular and everything like that, but there's so many people that do Twitch, and the one thing that I don't like about Twitch is that this is going to be okay, it's not going to be the best. One thing that I don't like is that I think they try and force you to do 480p. Whereas I can stream in full scale HD TV when I'm doing like Skyrim and stuff like that. You know, if I'm doing it on YouTube, which I mean, I've got a widescreen television, so my output's like 1920. I do chop it back down to what is it, the 1440 or whatever it is. Or maybe 1280, something like that, just because that's what most people will watch on. Most people watch on like their cell phones nowadays, so you probably can't even see the banners and stuff that I got up there. Say, by the way, speaking of stuff like this, I'm 1 subscriber away from 20, which was like my original goal for last month. But, oops, don't need to go there. But if you subscribe, you get to take the little red banner away from Kami Ghost Spy down there. Which, we had, Sammy, oh boy, what was his last name? Sammy Jezel something. I'm sorry, Sammy, very much if you're watching this. He had his name up there for almost a good solid month. It's kind of funny, but I'm really trying to get to 20 subs. If you think I'm worth it, go ahead and do it. If you don't, that's fine. You know, feel free to watch. Feel free to ghost in and out. I don't care. I just like people to come have fun. you can chat with me, and if not, then I'll just talk everybody's head off while I'm playing the game, you know. It's just kind of how it goes with me, yeah? Will I be doing other Final Fantasies? I know for a fact I will be doing 7. And the reason why I'll be doing 7 is because I happen to have a computer copy of it over here, so that'll make it so I won't have to, you know, do any fancy setup or nothing in order to stream and record it. So I've already got everything set up the way that I can do that, so that right there makes it worth it all to me. Here's where I wish I had went to the inn so I could go there and use the lightning spell. It's okay, it's coming. It's coming like one battle at a time here in a second. But yeah, I'll be doing other Final Fantasies 100% for sure. In fact, let's see, which ones can I do? Let's see, I have Dawn of Souls, so I technically can do 2. Actually, I've got every single Final Fantasy in hard copy, so I technically could do every single NES Final Fantasy because of that. Like I said, even though I'm using an emu, I'm not going to, I won't play anything that I don't have a copy of. Secret of Mana is getting a 3D remake. Wow. You know, that's great, but I think that Final Fantasy VII needs their remake, and I'm not really happy about the episodic, but I think though, even more than Secret of Mana that needs a 3D remake, Chrono Trigger needs their 3D remake. There's a guy who is doing it. Square Enix gave him a cease and desist order, and he's got some really cool footage. Just look up, oh, what was his name? Gotta remember, but it's 3D Chrono Trigger, you know, and he's got some gameplay from what he had at the beginning. But it was looking really cool at the time. And I'm sure that a lot of it had to do with, you know, I think, what is it, Toriyama, the guy from Dragon Ball Z, who does all the visuals? I think some of it might have had to do with Toriyama, you know, and his copyrighted, you know, Final Fantasy VI would be a good 3D remake, but I couldn't see them being able to do it in one shot, just because of the sheer size of it. I would think that they would have to do a, oh, of course I get a, hey, Mad Ponies! Oh, Mad Ponies are another one that have the high crit. You know, I might just run from this battle, it's not really worth it. We'll see if they crit. 12 damage. You punk. Yeah, the 3D Chrono Trigger was a fan game. It's not actually out. Now here we go. We are going out to Finger Point, and of course, you know, this right here is the epitome. It seems that every time that I come out here, the first time I get hit by the arachnids and I get poisoned, which really sucks. Oh, wrong button. Fortunately, I do have a Pure to take care of him. Unfortunately, it makes you have to go into this screen, which makes you change all your guys around, and when it's the second guy that gets poisoned, you gotta do a double. That really loud is me canceling. Alright, here we go. Finger Point. Peninsula of Power. See, you can see that looks like somebody just pointing up in the air. Totally. Okay. The Peninsula of Power, Peninsula northeast of Provoca, very famous spot by all Final Fantasy gurus everywhere. Alright, I'm saving right here. That way if I die, I can come right back here. Because these guys and these 4 squares are very powerful, and I hope to hell I don't run into Frost Wolves. Zombles, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Alright. Alright, 1 Fire 2 spell, and I think I got 2 Harm 2 spells, do I? Yeah, we might be able to take these guys. So zombies are part zombie, and zombies are undead, of course, so the harm spells will affect them. Come on, high rolls. Yes! 172! Woo! That was awesome. Alright, cool. I think we should be able to take him down. In fact, we'll be able to take him down right here. Come on, kill! Go, kill, go! Go, kill, go! An adder. Oh my god. You better not die on me. I will kill you if you die on me. Oh! That sucked. That sucked because I can't heal until I get back to town. The good news is that I only had one battle. But bad news is now Death's gonna be way behind everybody else because, yeah, that's gonna... But that might not be a bad thing after all. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do not want him in first place. Here. Well, the truth is too is that you don't really need your levels to be as low as possible for. I mean, it does help you out if you have your levels lower because you do get better stats and you do get better stat bumps. But at the same time, you know, you can actually level your guys all the way up to 40 if you want, and you'll cakewalk everything. I mean, literally. This game, max level is 40 if I remember correctly. And yeah, you'll cakewalk everything if you get that high. Come on, guys. Get that werewolf before he poisons you. Boy, Toast is dodging bullets here. And he's only got wooden armor too, so that's pretty cool. There's that critical hit, blew right through. That's what you gotta watch out for. That's why numbers, you know, the numbers game. It's nice to whittle them down because, yeah, all it takes is a couple good crits, and yeah, you're going from being really good to being really short-handed. Oh, there's the poison. Darn, I was hoping to get out of that. Werewolves are only worth like I think 120 gold, so the poison on this is gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be amazingly horrible. Nah, he'll be fine. Adder will be fine because these guys aren't really that tough. He does have the chain armor on. I would be more concerned if it was ogres. Werewolf is kind of tough. 157 gold. There's kills level. Well, at least he got a level. Yeah, what sucks is that I'm gonna use one of my last two pure potions, and yeah, those are 75 apiece. But if you look, those zombies gave me 3,000. Gold, so we're not hurting for gold right now. See, the funny thing is too is that you can use that peninsula and you can actually go there and start doing houses. You'll end up going over there and using houses to go there and get your spells back and just keep off firing spells. There are other guys that you can fight up there. I was really lucky to get the zombies because yeah, the zombies are kind of they're what you want when you got mages, because the fire spells and the harm spells will take those guys down. And it's kind of nice because it makes things real easy on you. But you can get giants. The only thing that giants seem to not like is ice. But even then, it's not oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so death back in. Yeah, it's pretty much gonna go like this. We're gonna have to go one at a time. You can't use your tents in battle in this one. You can't. I think you can in Dawn of Souls, and that's, like I said, one of the reasons why I don't like that game that much is because a lot of the stuff that they gave you made it easier, which is horrible, actually. Truthfully, it's horrible. Because, yeah, I think it's only because I've played... This is one of the games that I respect a lot because I played it a lot, you know? And one of the other ones that's like that is kind of like, it'd be like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, you know, when they changed it to Mr. Dream just because of all that stuff that he was going through and stuff like that, you know? I mean, yeah, I do agree a little bit, you know, you don't want to exactly be sponsoring, you know, somebody doing bad things out there, for lack of a better term. But at the same time, you know, yeah, it's iconic. And I won't play any other version besides the Mike Tyson version because that's what you went in to fight him. And one of these days I will do a playthrough of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And that's because when I was a kid, I was the first kid on the block to beat Mike Tyson. I was the first kid in the neighborhood to beat Mike Tyson, so that's kind of what made me a video game legend back in the day. I mean, we're talking like 80s here, guys. Alright, did I heal everybody back up? If I did, I was stupid. No, I didn't. Okay. Fill the air with music. I will have to switch the buttons for the next playthrough. Alright, we're going to take one more shot at it. And like you said, though, I'm not going to get too high because it'd be like really, Yuri of Wind. Yuri of Wind. Is that a YouTuber or a Twitcher, or is that actually a video or a anime character? Because to me it sounds like almost of some sort of Fushigi Yugi character. That's what it kind of sounds like. But then again, I think Yuri in that game was a girl. Or in that anime was a girl. YouTuber, huh? Well, you know, I mean, they're probably from the Pacific Northwest like I am, you know. We all got those grungy voices, you know. See, the thing is, too, is that my voice isn't 100% yet. I was sick for a bit, so yeah. It was kind of bad. I was sick on vacation. It sucked. I missed a day of going. I was going to go to Zion National Park the day that I was sick, and I decided not to because I needed the time to rest, truthfully. The good news is that I got myself a nice the thing with a you love me, huh? Well, you know, a lot of people do. Thank you, appreciate it. But it's easy to love a screen. Just saying. Let's see, here we go. Whoa, hey now. Try again. Alright, Tint. Alright. And look at that, Toast has 156 hit points, Dethaddr's 113. Can you believe that? That's crazy. Didn't quite get there. Darn werewolf. So that's it. Calling the werewolf how it is.
You donkey!
Donkey! Say, by the way, how is that coming through? Is that coming through super loud on the sound effects that I throw in there? And how's the game music? I'm really wondering about that because, I mean, I turned mine way down because it sounds really loud, and I adjusted what the output was too because it looked like it was coming through super loud. Not even sure if my intro music came through. I mean, today's intro music, it revolves. By the way, any music that I do play, it all comes from different no copyrights, and everything that I've played up to this point in time is actually down in my description, in case you want to try and discern what in the world I play or what I listen to. Most of it is mostly trancey type stuff and electronica, because that's just what I dig nowadays, really. Say, now that Roxette's not touring anymore, It's equal to my voice, okay. Well, that's good then. You can hear me over it, and that's a good thing. And the funny thing is that I'm sitting quite a bit of ways from my mic, too, so... Gee, look at this werewolf. This werewolf's just like, I'm gonna poison everybody. It's too bad we can't all turn into werewolves in this game and just, you know, start punching everything. Alright. Magic. No, no magic. Oh! Stop it with the wrong buttons, okay? I should change those around. Except in order to do that, I have to stop the gameplay. It really sucks that he did that too. I don't mind using the 10th again. I really don't. Oh, except for he screwed up my nuts. See, now you can tell I'm getting tired, because if I can get tired and start doing this where I start missing. Oh, third time's the charm. I'm gonna have to make it push-ups when I start doing that, just to keep me exercising. If I get all 4 guys flat, yeah, I'm definitely doing push-ups. Ouch! And they got the first hit. Giants. The Giants got some decent gold on them. They don't have decent experience. Maybe I should fight them. There's only 2 of them. But they got 248 hit points though, and I don't have an ice spell, so maybe I should run. I think I'm gonna run. No, the potions in this game heal 30. If I remember correctly, each one heals exactly 30 flat, which isn't a lot. It really is not a lot. I suppose I could have cast sleep on those giants, but see, most people would have probably just reset at that time, but I'm not resetting anything. Good enough. I'm just hoping I don't run into the frost wolves, because those guys will take me out in no time flat. Then I will be doing push-ups. Or sit-ups. Maybe we'll take a vote. Oh, trolls. Okay, trolls are another one of these. Trolls are another one of these that have high crit percentages, so... we're, the only good news is that they are kind of allergic to fire, so we've got 2 fire 2 spells now to fire off. And the zombies will all be affected by the harm too, so... Cross my fingers, hope that we kill the troll before the troll kills us, and hope that nobody goes down to a crit. Ooh, 3 hits, 77 damage, damn. Death's already down to 19 again. I don't think he's gonna make it. Ineffective, of course, because he's not dead. Alright, I have to get that troll out of the way. I'm gonna have to do it with the fire, and this is gonna hurt a lot. Come on, fire the spells first, please. Please, please. Come on! Get him! Yes, there's 2 down. Fire, 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 fire. Oh, he killed Kill. A little butt. You bastard. Oh yeah, let's see, dude, can you use, I don't, you know what, can you use, yes you can use potions in battle, it's been a while. In fact, that's what saved me when I was fighting Warmech. Wow, 19 and 4 kills got killed. It's okay. We've got 6,000 gold now, and 6,000 gold is big. That's huge. The reason why that's huge is going to be apparent here in just a moment. Oh man, I'm glad I bought those potions though. That should be good enough. Yeah, the trolls in this game really do look funny. I always thought like they were looked like they were taking a monster dump and really like getting into it. Oh no, a Groger. Whew. Man, they're trying to make things tough on me. No ice spells yet. Alright, this is gonna be a tough fight. We're gonna do it though. So we gotta get back with those. I should have, I think I tented, didn't I tent? If I didn't tent, this might be trouble. Except the green ogre crits, the green ogre is a lot stronger than the normal ogre. It's not just a different color palette, he's got a ton of more strength. Come on, take him down, please. Not worried about the normal one anymore. Come on. Get him at her. Oh no. Toast! Nuts! Holy smoke! Alright, nice job on the crit. Of course we're gonna whiff the rest of the way, but... Oh yeah, the character limits Groger and Grim. The funny thing is that, yeah, like I said before, you know, there's a whole community of us that were hacking stuff, and there was a... oh, actually, it's called Final Fantasy Hackster, FF Hackster, that somebody built. And you also could edit the characters in it, too. Actually, I've actually hacked the ROM and edited the characters so I can make the wildcards different. So the ones that appear as GR and stuff like that are actually one character. And I would go there and I'd hack different ones in to, so I could break the limits. Oh my god. This is not good. Usually I would fight these guys, but yeah, we're rolling close to dead here. And I'm hoping I don't get hit by anything. Yes. Alright. Yeah, Grey Ogre and Green Ogre both use the GR, which is kind of funny, but I changed the wildcards, the ones that are the 2 letters, so you can have a bunch of TAs. Oh, the palette swaps, yeah. Each one of the guys, with the exception of Warmech, has a 2-color swap, and I think that all the Fiends, their Fiend 1 and Fiend 2 incarnations both have a different palette swap for each one, and they can use that in each battle, because there's 256 different battles in the game, which is kind of funny. It's like everything, of course, is centered around 256, which is great, you know, I mean, bits, bytes, and all that sort of thing. But, get a couple of these. But yeah, we're talking with the bits and bytes and stuff like that, you know, 256 is pretty much one of the wildcard characters. And 256 battles is how many that they have, so you got 256 different combinations of battles that you can have. And then of course you got the color swaps too, and then I think that also there's a different number that you can have of each one too, so we're talking certain battles will have like 4 to 8 of this guy and 0 to 2 of like a different guy, you know, that's how come you end up with the 2 big ones and several small ones and stuff like that. Alright, it's really great that we have 6,000 gold. The reason why it's really great that we'll have 6,000 gold is because Death now can get himself a silver sword. If I had enough, if I had 8,000, I would get 2 silver swords, but I don't have quite that much. Not yet. Yeah, actually, the palette swapping is part of the original game, and in fact, when I made my hack of the game, I actually did a lot of the color swaps and stuff like that too. Because the one that I was doing, I retiled like dungeons and stuff like that, and I made new characters. I actually went over there and made a lot of new sprites. I used a couple of the old ones, but for like major ones and things like that, I changed a whole bunch of them, and I mean it was some seriously crazy stuff that we were doing. But the whole palette swaps and the ability to do different battles and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I do have some of my work burned on a CD that I do have, but unfortunately I did lose a lot of the most recent stuff way back in the day when I had a catastrophic failure. I was going to back up my computer, and I'd bought the drive to do it with, or the external drive I think it was to do it with, and went to go power up my computer that day and it blew up. It ended up blowing up one of the heads inside the disk drive. I couldn't believe it myself. Because I was going to send it in and see if I could recover it, you know, or see, well, if I could get the tools to go there and change out the platters myself, which I don't think that would have been too tough a deal for me to do. I do some bench tech work for my casino, local casino, so yeah, I don't go as far as changing out platters there, but I could easily do some of that, you know. I would swap every day with Sonic Chew. That must be a combination between Sonic and Pikachu. Say, by the way, have you ever seen the YouTube by High Five Tunes Pikachu on Acid? If you didn't, as soon as I end the stream here, you probably should go take a look at that, because it's only a couple minutes long, but it's a couple minutes very well spent. Alright, so here's the plum deal right here. We've got, oh yeah, this silver sword here. Okay, we're gonna tell you about this silver sword here. This silver sword, let's see if I can put my little pieces back together here and tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, this silver sword here is a really awesome weapon, because you'll end up going from the little scimitar here with the 1010 rating, and the silver sword is actually, I mean, this is a crazy weapon here, because silver sword is actually 23 attack power and 15 hit percentage that you get, and that is a lot for this part of the game right here. So we're buying one silver sword. Oops. Yeah, we're buying one silver sword if we hit the right button. And we will get a second one for Adder as soon as possible here. Weapon, and we got the silver sword, and we can actually change the scimitar over. Now, actually what I want to do first is I want to check and see what the status is on both these guys. He's got 24 hit percent, and he's got 22. So either one, either Toast or Adder can benefit from that weapon. So you're going to see what happens here is, go back into that status screen real quick, and now he's got 29 hit percent. Now that he's over the magic, I think it's 25. 25, he will get 2 hits, and death is at 43. It's either 20 or 25%. I forget what the exact mechanic is on it, but yeah, that's pretty darn good. Let's see what else we have here. I think we should probably invest in some ice spells, some level 2 spells maybe. We can buy one more level 3 spell. What do these guys have? Fire and Lightning. I could get Adder Cure 2. Actually, we should get Cure 2 for, that's what we should do. We should get Kill Cure 2. It's good to have these spells. They're the best spells to heal during the, you know, I don't know why they weaken them, you know. And the funny thing is that 4 white mages, if you do a party of 4 white mages and 4 white, and when they turn into 4 white wizards, they are one of the strongest groups. And I mean, I kid you not. I kid you not, they are super strong. And it's because when you get near the end, the Mass Immune can be wielded by anybody, and a white wizard wielding Mass Immune is actually, they're a terror. They are a terror. I gotta make sure that I save the game. If I didn't, I was close, so I should be able to fight some guys here and not worry about it too much. I think we'll go back up there for 1 or 2 more battles. And if we can get some zombies and kill them and have most of the guys survive again, then we should be good. I mean, as it is right here, we're, yeah, that silver sword is pretty much the bee's knees. So I really don't know why they weakened them, and I think it's probably because they were doing it more in tune with Dungeons and Dragons, you know, because mages are typically very weak. And actually, truthfully, no, that's not correct. You know, the white mages, which would be the same as, say, a priest, they actually were pretty powerful. They had really good hit points. You know, they had a die 6 worth of hit points, so yeah, they I don't know why they decided to go over there and weaken the mages. Because yeah, they're healing you. You know, maybe it's because they're the healer and they wanted to make it a little bit more perilous because, oh no, they're taking out your healer, you know. Ample use of save points here. It's just because I want the spells back so I can just blow up anything that I come across. That's what the red mage is for. See, the other thing too that makes red mages good too is that they can equip some better weapons towards the end game. They can equip the defense. They can, I think that they can once they're upgraded, they can equip the sun sword. But defense is pretty darn cool to begin with, and it's got the inherent an iguana. It's got the inherent where you can go over there and use it as an item, and it'll give you the roost spell. And 3 of those, I mean, anybody who plays a solo run will say that defense is like, that's pretty much the god of the game. You know, it's the god of a solo Final Fantasy run, because being able to use that sword and cast roost upon yourself and do it 3 times makes everything except a crit miss, pretty much. It's oh hey, you know, we finally got Geist. I don't want him now, but we finally got him. I'm hoping Harm takes him out without having to do too much on him. It may or may not. It matters what the rolls are. So we got 1. We got 1 paralyzed. We got 2 paralyzed. Please don't hit death. Alright. And it's okay if they paralyze him as long as they don't touch death. Oh, this is gonna suck. Paraplink. HP cap is 999. You know, yes it is in this game. It's 999. There's only a couple guys that can actually go over it. The fighters, when they grow up, they can go over it. And I think that the masters are able to go over it too, the black belts upgrades. Yes, the knights and the masters are the 2 that I've seen. Now it matters what their rolls are too, because they can get bad rolls for their because when you do the level ups, pretty much your magic is given to you. If you do magic, you get magic. But if you do hit points, I think that you can have strong level ups and you have weak level ups on those that you can get. And if you get like bad rolls and you get all weak ones, you'll never get even close to that cap. In fact, most of the averages, I think they don't come near the top. I think fighters are the only ones that consistently hit the upper cap. And this isn't like some of the later Final Fantasy games where you equip the equipment and it'll raise stats or stuff like that. No, the only things that it does is weapons do the hit percent and the damage, and of course armor does the takes away from your evade and adds armor points. Alright, here we go again. Oop, with the wrong button. One more time. Maybe 2. We'll see. looking for zombies. 4 giants. No. No, sorry, that's not what we wanted. That's gonna hurt. Really gonna hurt. Say, when does the hurting stop? Level cap is 50, okay. I knew it was either 40 or 50. The thing is that most of my games, I don't even get near it. Or most of the games that I've played in the past, I should say, I didn't get near the cap. And that's just, you know, that's just how it is. Close enough. See, but like I was saying, it looks like on the other side that you got fingers, and, you know, if I hold B and hit select... Oh, wrong one. That must be A. Like I said, my buttons are messed up, I need to switch them around. So if you take a look at the one that's above us, it looks like another finger pointing down. That's why I like calling it finger point. Like I said though, it never caught on, so... Oh, Frostwolves, run! Watch these guys end me. They could easily do it. Okay, okay. That wasn't bad. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually played this game. It's like revisiting an old friend. Oh, bad rolls here, guys. Bad RNG. So we got the donkey RNG here. Alright, use that other tent. That's like a furry OC. Frostwolf. Rolf. It's like the Muppets, right? Rolf. One zomble, huh? Alright, we might take this guy down without, I'm gonna take him down without fire. I'll hit him with the normal harm spell, though. Come on. Big numbers, Death. Big numbers. Ooh, 84. That wasn't what I was looking for, but... Harm that zombo. 23, ouch! You deserve to get hit for 60 on that for tossing that terrible spell. There we go. Zombo. Yeah, that's all we want is the zombies. And heaven forbid I run into the dreaded T-Rex here. You can run into T-Rex, or I mean not T-Rexes, but Tyros. You can't run into T-Rex here. There's only a small area where you can run into T-Rex, but the Tyros are, yeah, they would pretty much hand it to me and laugh as I lay there bleeding. And if I remember right, the Tyros are one of those that have like some heavy crits to them too. So they're really not nice. At least I got the chance to strike first. When you got the chance to strike first. If it was one giant, I would kill him. But 3 giants, not really. Yes, they have T-Rex in this game, and you know what? That's the other thing too. I think I'll put that up as a challenge. I think what I'll do is for this game and this game... Oh, wow. Alright, let's hope I can do this. For this game, I think that this game and this game only, I'll go there and put up a section of challenges for myself. Just because I have played this game and I know where a lot of these things reside. And I should be able to take most of them out with this party, because this party is going to be, by the time it rolls endgame, these guys should be, yeah, they should be the boss for sure. High numbers, guys. High numbers. High numbers. Yeah, 144 was nice. You could go up to 176, I think. There we go. Come on. Big. Oh, I was hoping to kill more than one. You don't always get the good rolls. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys out and roll back, and this probably will be enough. Truthfully, should be able to do Marsh Cave. Come on, come on, get him! Don't let the third one attack. Hopefully that was him, or that was him. Yeah, he's dead. Good night, Susie. Oh, that is lovely. Death was the only one that got a level up? Are you kidding? So how close is everybody else? Oh, 1,000. They're still a ways off. Oh, whoa. How far's Kill Off? Oh, he's 94 points. We should get that on the way back. Alright. Holy cow! Wow. Those guys did a number. Yeah, I think that's what I will do. T-Rex, man. We're gonna make sure that we take out T-Rex in this game. Well, I'll try and take out most of the rares, because there are some creatures that are rares. Warmech, of course. T-Rex. You know what? This might be a waste. I'm gonna fire it off anyway, just in case. Okay. I'm not gonna get paraplinked. Come on. Say currently 1:01 AM, which means it's 10 o'clock here, which means, oh, they got the drop on me. I'm still gonna run. Actually, what I'll do is this. Run, sleep, run, and run. Say Toast should be able to run from the third position. The third position is the one that, ooh. Critical hits, I tell ya. Yeah, it's 1:01, which means that, yeah, it's about time for me to, hang this up for tonight, I think. This is episode 1 of Final Fantasy. Yes, I'm playing the original. And you know what? I've enjoyed it thus far. I want to thank Altus Spinex 86 and everybody else. Why do the enemies hurt so much? Those enemies were hurting so much because they hit me with crits. When you hit with crits in this game, it doesn't matter what your defense is, all the damage goes through. So, yeah. Which is why Death is going to hurt a ton on some guys, because if he gets a crit on his first or second roll, his second and third hits are both going to be crits. And if he gets it on his first roll, all of his hits are going to be crits, and then that's just going to wreck enemies like you wouldn't believe. Alright, we're going to take out this shark. We're going down to Elfland one more time, and I think that we're in a position now to where I'm going to get another silver sword. I'm going to pass the scimitar down to Toast there, and I think that we should be in pretty good shape. And you know what, though? I do want one thing first, and that's some black mage spells here. I want ice. I do want ice for Adder. And the reason why I want ice for Adder is because, actually, why do I want to get it? Now, I can get ice 2, probably. I think you can shoot ice 2 off. Let's find out. Don't you just love how I, like, talk to myself here and answer my own questions? Let's see here, what do we got? Oh, he does not have it yet. Okay, we'll have to go one more time. We'll have to go to the point one more time. And I like parking the ship here because I get a free walk spot. Say, one less chance to get shanghaied at the end there. Yeah, we're gonna have to go one more round up there. I want 8,000 because I want another silver sword plus the Ice 2 spell. Let's see, this is where those turbo buttons are gonna come in handy. Final Fantasy VIII was the first game to switch from Ice 1 to Blizzard. You know, and the other thing that I do like about this game, which I should have done the Black Mage, but it's that Black Mages can buy the spell Nuke. You know, I think that they took it out because they thought that the spell Nuke was insensitive. But you know what? Forget all that PC garbage. You know, it's like we like spells called Nuke. Flare just doesn't seem to have the same type of you know, doesn't happen to have the same type of catch that Nuke has. You know, when you nuke something, you're just looking to toss its cookies. I think I need a few more heals, just a few. I've got some tents now, that should help out, but we need some heal potions, because that area is just brutal, and if I want to get 2 off, then I'm going to need it for sure. And after this go up there, this should be enough. I should have like well over 8,000. Should be able to get out of that level so you could use Ice 2 one time. And truthfully too, I'm not 100% certain that an ice spell for him would be more effective than attacking. Yeah, Meltdown was called Murton. I do remember that. Murton. Murton sounds really cool. Meltdown, yeah, sounds alright, I guess. But Murton, you know. Murton. Something like that. Here, do my evil laugh. Yeah, today my voice isn't what it normally is, so that's all I got today. And I do have to switch these buttons because it's driving me crazy. Now that I'm playing this, I totally can remember. Now, some of the best things here are Ice, Temper, and Slow. Slow is a nice spell to have, because Slow actually does work, and the guys that have like several attacks, if you take Slow on them, they're pretty good. In fact, if you can get the RNG to hit Kraken with Slow, that is one of the all-time best feelings, because then you just pretty much cripple him. Meltdown was called Murton. You know, and then I also liked the other thing that I did like was I liked Crusader's attack in that game, although it hit everything that was on the screen, but it just looked cool, you know. I think this time I'm going to run from the werewolf. And actually, and out of all of the quote-unquote nuke spells, because I think in Final Fantasy IV, which was Final Fantasy SNES's Final Fantasy II in North America, it was also called Nuke, and I loved the nuke spell. Well, actually, Temper will it increases your weapon damage, so you actually can use it, and it'll make your hits a little bit stronger. So it's more. It would be more like a. Maybe focus for a. A fighter rather than focus for a magic user. Yeah, you were forecasting the Frost Wolves. Oh, I'm so lucky I ran from that. So each one of those Frost Wolves can cast a spell called Frost, which hits the whole entire party. And on low rolls, the low rolls on it are normally 34s unless you got a ribbon. So if you could imagine 7 times 34 on each one of my guys, yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, gee. Well, this kind of really sucks. Those giants really did a number on me. Now, this would be where if it wasn't a play, I'd actually go over there and reset the game. Try again. Alright. I'm gonna fight you this time. And here's where we're gonna actually use Cure 2 in battle. Hopefully we'll get a good roll. The problem with the spells is that, yeah, you can get low rolls with your healing spells too. So I'm not guaranteed a decent heal here. We'll find out. Oh, 115, so that went from 54 to a 115, so 61's that was a pretty decent, I think 64? It's either 64 or 68 is the top end on the Cure 2, so that was actually a really high roll. That was nice. See, there's 4 tiers of curing in this game. Most people know this already. And Cure 4 actually heals max, and that's notorious for ending runs with Chaos because it happens to be his 4th spell that he casts. Now, he's also got other abilities too. But generally, when you're doing like a solo character, what you want to do is you want to set yourself up with your ruses and stuff like that, and you're hoping the whole time that he's casting spells. Because if he casts spells, if you get the rolls where he casts most of the spells right off the bat, then you'll get Cure 4 early, and by the time you're set up to fight him, you'll be able to go over there and you'll be able to fight him right off the Cure 4. So he literally will heal 0 hit points for himself because you wouldn't have attacked him yet. And you'll be able to start whittling down his 2,000, and it'll take him because each one of the mages has 8 or can have up to 8 spells. I'm not going to say they have 8, but they can have up to 8 spells. But Chaos's 4th one is always Cure 4. So if you go there and get him to cast that one early and you're setting up and haven't tried damaging him yet, then usually you'll have your setup done and you can just start attacking him right after he hits that Cure 4, and it's really good. And that way you won't take too much damage either. It's got to watch out though, because he has Slow 2, and Slow 2 is not very nice for you at all. You do not need my help now. Say, we always need your help, healer. Try not to do the... Here, listen to the sound of that. Yeah, that was totally a that was a whiff there, big time, super whiff. Yeah, it really sucked that. Yeah, I didn't get one battle out of that whole thing. I'm gonna go ahead and slap the iguana. He's only 50 hit points, so death should be eliminated. Oh, dang it! Even though I know, and that was him right there. That was the iguana with this critical hit, bypassing armor. And iguanas are one of the characters, one of the enemies in the game that do have a pretty darn high crit. I think since it's only one I'm gonna fight, just in case he does get a hit off and poisons. There we go. Let's say, free money, free money! In this game, iguanas cannot cast... No, they can't cast stone, although, let me think for... Oh. I think the ogre's the rare in this area. Is there another one? Let's see, their palette swap is a, I think is it's a, what's it called? Their palette swap, which is in the volcano, he does, they do have a stone spell, which would be the same as break. but it's in the form of a glance or something like that. Kind of like the Cockatrice and Paralisks. Zombull and Troll. Alright. You attack the Troll. Hit him with fire. Please hit and harm those other two guys. High rolls on the spells, please, especially on that Troll. Ooh! Oh! Nice! Double 174s. Wowzers, if he'd attacked the Zombull, we might have cleared him in one round. Come on, Death. Take him out. Oh, wow. That's right, that's because we got such a low roll on the fire spell. Come on, come on. Don't let him attack again, please. Grrr. I am very happy about the 2 high rolls that we got on the Zombull and the Troll. That was nice. Yeah, 10 normally is a really good level to... Toast is the highest of all the guys right now. He's the only one who hasn't died yet. Which is kind of funny because, yeah, he's gonna get his in the Ice Cave just late. He will. I know how it goes. Sorcerers, for some reason, hate thieves. I don't know why. I don't know how, you know, but the game RNG just loves to kill thieves with the sorcerer's OKO attack. Oh, do I want it? Alright, we're gonna take a shot. It's probably gonna be all or nothing here, so... It's gonna suck to do a harm 2 on him, though. I wish it would have been 4 Zombulls. I would have been able to take those guys down. 2 Trolls is gonna be tough. Especially if they decide to gang up on the same... Wow, another 176, holy crap. Ouch, those Trolls hurt. Oh yes, one's down. Low roll on the harm too, really low. That sucked. Alright, let's see here. Sleep will be ineffective on... Yeah, let's just fight him. Wait, did I put them all on the same guy? Yeah, let's do this. 1 harm. Come on! Give me the prize! The prize! Troll's gone. Zombull's gonna eat it. Come on, eat this arm. Not good enough. And we are closing in on Doom here. He's very, very close. Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes. Harm is equal to, like, a turning spell. It's a spell of turning. So it does damage to undead. I mean, it doesn't make them flee or nothing like that, but it's damage to undead. Alright, now the whole trick is do I try one more? Because you can see how much gold I'm getting now. Do I try for one more? Because I need Zombulls for sure to actually have a shot. I think I will. I'll try for one more. And if not, I'm going to end up getting flattened. It's like Daya. Yeah, Daya. That'd be a good comparison to it, because that's pretty much what it is. It's almost like... Ooh, that's bad. It's almost like... it'd be like if you cast Cure on a zombie in Final Fantasy II. Pretty much that. Alright, I don't want to waste too much more stuff. Because, of course, this is money out of the pocket for... Oops. Oh well. Come on, one more set of Zombulls, please. Yeah! Giants. Giant. No, no, just no. Oh man. So it's all the stuff that I used to do back in the day. Alright, we'll try it one more time. Considering I only have a couple more heals left here. Alright. Yeah, don't go too low. It's gonna be enemy strike first, frost wolves. Oh! Alright, let's see if I can get lucky here. I do not have any more fires, do I? Alright, we're gonna have to fight him. Hope for high harms. I haven't been getting high harms, so let's get lucky. Need some good rolls, guys. Stop attacking death, please. They're like, we know who we need to kill. Ooh, right down the middle on that one. That sucked. Alright, we're gonna cure death just because. Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, that's right, can't do that. We can do a drink though. The one heal potion left. There you go, death. Yeah, watch this. We're gonna watch the harm spell do really good damage. Better than the harm 2. I can see the ticker at the top of the screen, and I can see the ticker at the top of the screen, but that's because I have my actually have my OBS program open right now, so I can actually see it. Boy, I am in terrible condition. It's just so I can see exactly what's going on in the stream and everything. I mean, I don't expect this one because it's not super graphic intensive. I don't expect it to cause any issues as far as oh, not here we want. Ooh, I screwed up. That's gonna hurt. Oh man, we're in trouble now. I'm gonna be doing push-ups. I can tell. I'm not running. I'm gonna stick this out and I'm gonna die. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. Unless we get real lucky. Oh, there's one down, but we need high rolls on all these guys and we're getting 20s. So Harm 2 did low rolls, Harm did low rolls. We're gonna die. But the fun part is we just did the tent, so yeah, it's not really gonna matter too much. Even if I would have gotten that other harm spell off, I don't think it would have helped, because these guys would all have to... Oh, guess what Death is doing. Death's doing push-ups. Alright, so we're continuing right from where the last save point was, but I gotta do some push-ups first, so be back in a sec. So that's how we stay healthy. If you're gonna sit in a chair and play games, you might as well make sure that you have some sort of something to keep you exercising. Alright. 10 push-ups for full death. I didn't say I was gonna get through without dying, because I know how dangerous it is to play this area. Oh hey! At least I got the same battle. Okay guys, redemption time. Actually, everybody attack the same guy. Should get different rolls on the spells now because of a reset, pretty much. $79, $84. There's some lows in there. But the one we're working on, ooh, critical hit. 3692, terminated! Alright, we got one out. Nice. Let's keep people alive. It's gonna be more of that than anything else. Give Death that, because he's gonna get hit more than everybody else. Start hitting harm. We're gonna win. Rabbit gets obliterated by a race car. You know, I remember back in the year, I think it was like around 96 or 97, Randy Johnson was pitching for the Diamondbacks and he hit a bird with his fastball. And yeah, you see the ball leave his hand and then all of a sudden you just see this explosion of feathers. It is pretty hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Because yeah, it's pretty funny. Let's see. Keep these guys up and rolling. And come on, give me some high numbers, please. Should have cured Death. Come on, come on, come on! Oh no. No, 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 no. Alright guys, all in. These zombies have got to be pretty close to falling. If we could get the harm spell off first, that'd be nice. Nuts. It might be killing Toast. It's a very, very strong possibility that Kill and Toast could be the only two left. Oh, 6 damage! Nice. Well, that zombie was hanging on by nothing, pretty much. Alright. Boy, you better hope that... Oh, good. At least he hit Toast. Because, yeah, if he'd have hit Adder... Oh, look at that! Kill makes the last shot. Can you believe that? Oh, yeah. 4,200 gold. That's what we were looking for. See, I might as well put him in the first spot, huh? Okay, so I've got 3 10s, pretty much. Better switch these guys around. Yeah, come on, do it right. Alright, well, I'm gonna tell you right now that when we get back over to Elfland, this is probably gonna be it for the stream for tonight. Now, I'm not sure when I'm going to pick this one back up. It'll actually definitely be within a week. And I've had so much fun playing it tonight, you know, I probably could roll it tomorrow. Exit does exist in Final Fantasy 1. It is a, see, is it 6 or 7? It is a, actually, you know what, I can get paraplinked by these guys, I should run. Let me take a look real quick. I'll tell you which one it is. Exit is a level... Don't remember if it was level 6 or level 7. It's a level 6 spell. But, I don't think the white mages can use it. White wizards can. See, if I wanted to get a jump up on stuff, I would have taken a black mage, because black mages can get warp, which is a level 5 spell. I can get that at Melmond. And, alright, we're taking this ogre. Say, we're taking the gold. Sorry, Death. You're gonna have to stay behind the experience, but we're taking the gold. Yeah, there's 2 different spells in this game that help you go out of levels. There's the exit spell, which is white magic, level 6. It takes you out of the dungeon completely. And then there's warp, which is a level 5 black magic spell, which takes you back 1 floor. And actually, taking you back 1 floor is useful in some cases. Because it takes you not back to the last floor that you were on, but it takes you back to the last floor of the level itself. So if it considers, you know, if you're going through a cave and there's like this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3, you fall through a hole and it goes back to level 2, but that counts as a level. Now, AltusMineX86, thank you so very much for joining me tonight. In fact, you've made it really fun for me to actually go up there and talk about all this Final Fantasy stuff. I am going to be hanging it up as soon as I get back to Elfland and do some other stuff. And before that happens, though, of course, I always play an outro song. I haven't figured out what song I'm going to play yet, but we'll play one of my songs. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've been watching the stream, or if you're watching it even afterwards, because it's pretty cool. And if you do it during the stream, you get to see something special come up on the screen for you. That I do remember. Let's see, I did LECTRIS Be Free, and I think I'm going to end with another one that I really like, and that's Nivero's You. So we'll go ahead and play that right now for you guys. And this is Dethaddr once again, off my channel on YouTube Gaming, Dethaddr. And this has been Played to Death, Final Fantasy Episode 1. We'll pick it up with Episode 2, where we're going to go visit a stinky marsh cave, beat up on Azotos, and probably destroy the Earth Cave. Maybe we might get the floater, maybe we might not. It just depends on what happens. You never know. Let you listen to the music, and then we'll come back at the end. Kaizoku's finally. Me switching windows. And once again, folks, this is Dethaddr at the Death Shop. I want to thank you so very much for watching tonight. It's been an episode of Final Fantasy, the original, on the original platform. So, all the bugs and bells and whistles that the original one had. We had Fighter, Red Mage, Thief, and a White Mage rolling through here. We are going to upgrade when it gets down to time, and I want to thank you very much for watching. Thank everybody who stopped in today to do some chats. That was really awesome of you. Thank you very much. I appreciated being able to share my stories with you. Anyway, everybody, I will catch you later. Have a good night. If you would care to donate or anything like that, everything's in the description for that. Or if you want to check out the music, it's also in the description. I hope you enjoyed your time with me today, and we'll be signing out now. Have a good night, folks.